Okay, cool.
And before us, we have 54 students who will be graduating today with the LLB. And they will be going into a judiciary system and will be helping us with all the legal issues that we have to deal with. And aren't they so elegant and beautiful right before us, marching past the Minister of Higher Education, who is so delighted to see you all, marching so majestic. We're so proud of you all, and a big congratulations to all of you. Congratulations.
We are here at Qcity in Bigelow, and it has often been said that education is the foundation of every great nation. And so for the people who are graduating here today, I'm sure this is exactly true. We are here at the 12th Convocation of the University of the Gambia. It's the 8th of February 2020, and this, we hope and we are sure, will be a memorable day for the graduating class. I'm Adi Darami of QTV, and with me I have my colleagues to my left, Bintu Koka.
Of the University
and to
of the
my
Gambia.
immediate right, I have Mr. Lamin Dabo.
Assalamu alaikum badingolo mbali kontona QTV la fannala dinkira dami yalonko walen Qcity ti bijilo bi lungola karo nyinna.
And thank you for joining us here live on QTV. And this, we are sure, is going to be an auspicious occasion. Already, a part of the graduating class have already made the procession into the hall. And I was very impressed by seeing that when they took the field, they were actually led by a piper blowing Scottish bagpipes. Something I hadn't expected, but something that was quite impressive. And later on, I'll try and find out what that was all about. And if you are just joining us, we've just started and it is live. And of course, the Chancellor of the university is His Excellency the President, and he will be here later to confer. And what are they going to confer? They are going to confer degrees, certificates and diplomas on some lucky people. And for them, of course, it's the start of a journey, and as one journey ends, another journey starts. For many of them, those of them who are actually getting their degrees, of course, it means having to go out in what people would refer to as the real world. The practice and all the practical stuff that they have learned, they can now put into practice. So the theory ends and the practice begins. Now, Bintu, you are, of course, have attended the University of the Gambia, where the motto is knowledge, truth and development.
Yes.
Is that what you found when you were there?
Oh yes, that is what is actually existing at the University of the Gambia at this moment. We seek knowledge, we go in for truth, and we develop ourselves and we develop our nation. that is what we stand for, and that is what the school stand for as well. And this is a very beautiful moment, Mr. Ade, going through 4 years of difficult moment, 4 years of sacrifice, 4 years of giving up a whole lot of things. And now today, the beautiful moment is here where you'll be awarded a degree. This is just the moment that we all pray for and we all wish for.
Thank you for that, Bintu. And to my immediate right, I have Mr. Lamin Dabo. Lamin, please come in.
Barakabake, Mr. Ade Drame, Bilungo, Badingolu, Abebe Dendinin Tarikola Karola, Gambia Banko, Ila Fode Makamolu, Karandinkra, Memu University of the Gambia ti. Inata Puruka, Ben Tanim Fulanjawan Soto, Member Dending Kerkerola Fanala Karola, Modol Beje, Wolubela Makamol Tala. Ning degree la karola dolu be makamo tala certificate la karola dolu fana nin diplomal bita anun kunu kumba jamalu me yalon ko bankola nyaton ko memo Chancellor University la fanna nyinna afanam be ma be la be nyinto pour kal halo nyin timmandi Mr. Ade.
Thank you. Now, when you look into the field where all the people are seated, as with many of these things, when something like this happens and it looks very smooth, you think, oh, this must have been easy. But I can tell you that before they got to this stage, we had a procession and we had the arrival of the prospective graduates and their family members. We had the arrival of the various dignitaries, VIPs, who all had to take their place, members of the Senate, members of the National Assembly, and also the prospective graduates actually had to get into a specific robing room where they got out of what you would call their civilian clothing and into robes. And so we also had council members, and we also had VIPs, ministers, the Chief Justice, the Speaker of the National Assembly. They're all here, they've all taken their seat. And so it has been a magnificent beginning already. And behind me you can hear the police band. They've been entertaining us, striking up some lovely tunes and keeping us informed and entertained. And now I can hand you over to my colleague, Janaba Sonko.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ade. I'm so excited to be here because university education is something that is very fundamental, but it's as well a very interesting ride. So my job today is very easy because I'll be here to talk to the graduates about their university journey, what motivated them to venture into their various fields and more. So my name is Jenna Basonko and I'll be here today to talk to the graduates. I know they have very exciting stories that they would want to share with me, and I know you would want to listen to those as well. Thank you so much, Mr. Ade.
Thank you for that, Jennifer, and we look forward to hearing what you have to say and the people that you have to speak to. Bintu, could I ask you to welcome our viewers in Wolof?
mbokk yi ñu ngi leen a nuyu di leen gërëm di leen sant si déglu bu seetaan bu rafet boo leen ñoo seetaan fii si QTV live comme nuñ ko waxee rek si angale ñu ngi nii Qcity pour fekkee lan 12 convocation bi of University of the Gambia bi fu ñoo gis ñoo xam ne dem nañ 4 years si university bi ñuy jeexal tey ñuy am seen degree ay lu rafet moo fee am tey ndik lan sacrifice bu gaay sacrifice lu gaay toog rek toog university 4 years seen parents yi fanaan tey ñoo gën a kontaan ndik bés bi lu jara kontaan la képp koo xam ne rek yaa si réew mi war ngaa kontaan si bés bi ndik ñii ñooy demati génn si askan bi yokkal ñu yaatal ñu ñii ñoo tax lan su réew mi gën a jëm kanam because ku dem ba university rek foog nga yokka si biir réew mi am mbégte ak kontaan lañ fi am di leen fàttali rek ñu ngi Qcity pour tombee lan 12th convocation of the University of the Gambia. Mr. Ade, I think we can take it up from, you can take it up from here. Like I was telling them, this is a day that we all would love to witness one day or the other. And the parents of these cohorts will be much more excited because it's a day they pay their money and most of them sacrifice a lot of time, a lot of resource, and then the day like this is here.
Absolutely. And in case you're wondering, as well as the graduating class of 2020, we will have also the UTG class of December 28 and of May 2019. There'll also be the faculty procession, so the various lecturers will come in, and also the Senate and the Governing Council procession, which includes the UTG Senate, the UTG Interim Governing Council, and the Chancellor's procession, which involves the mace bearer, the person carrying the Chancellor's mace, the University Registrar, the Chairman of the UTG Governing Council, the Vice Chancellor, and then, of course, the Chancellor himself, His Excellency the President Adama Barrow. So all that to look forward to, and of course before all of that gets started, we will have the national anthem, and we will have prayers And so there's quite a lot to look forward to. So for those of our viewers who obviously don't have a copy of the proceedings for today, that is some of what you can look forward to. So before people are conferred with degrees, all of these things have to happen. There'll be the procession featuring, as I say, the UTG class of December 2018 and of May 2019, the faculty from the university, all of them will come in, and then you'll have the Chancellor's procession, and then we will have the national anthem, followed by prayers and followed by the formal opening. Now, for many of these people, as we said, for the UTG, it's remarkable that this has already become something that is fixed on the calendar, because really this is only the 12th. I say only the 12th because before this, the Gambia did not have a university. Now, of course, we have the University of the Gambia. Bintu, I know you mentioned something of that, but if I could go to Mr. Lamin Dabo, before I come back to you, Bintu, what do you have to say about the fact that this is the 12th such convocation?
Baraka bake Mr. Ade Drame badingolo kome nga fale nyamen drong abebe dending bi lungola tarik landiringola karola ko manin kol kamem fodrong wala mu lunjam fata nyawo ding foy sa faye ko bi o dalila kamala sanjinani karango mi yalon ko modolu bulata wala noma pour ka londi la fake ning dinkra siman kilingola se nola bunda anim fanan ni tada dinkra kotengola karola mi yalon ko wolem bankola tamandir fannalti mi yalon ko luwala tamandir bunda fanan obe wollel kono anu mol menu yalon ko wollel be dending ni nata menu la nyarandirobe kala bi fode amakamo la karola e kumandiro ke siman kilingol pour ibe e kafu nyoma ka rango ke ayatara ko ibe dendi ka ba sifa kilingol lel dung taman serol ni mantal men yalon ko akaitan roke koy tolleba ku kiling yela rangol ta wala nyama e tamata ka tumburen tama kata kasi anung alfal fanan anim badi marsudu ngolo ter kanun tewolu wol fanan mum wollete men yalon ko mennu natanan wol be sidula tale mon sakundala nyaton kolu ani university la karola mennu yalon ko wollel fanan be dinkralto e be sidula tale anu ngalon ko bi avertare ko le kono me yalon ko Gambia banko la karola amu nyabolti si dula nying ni nata ning konto la karola si nyatang anim fulanjango wala nyenti membe juralo la karola nyarandir fanna Gambia la fode kunda Mr. Ade.
Thank you, Mr. Dabo. Now, as I mentioned earlier, some of these people will be going into the and we can just hear sirens in the background. I think that marks the arrival of Her Excellency the Vice President, and we will just turn around. There's a police escort, and the police escort is bringing in Her Excellency the Vice President, and people are just making their way. And very soon we will see the Vice President at. I'm trying to see who's coming so that I can tell our viewers. I'm afraid I can't see who is in the vehicle. But it looks as if it is Her Excellency the Vice President, and when the person descends from the vehicle, I'll be able to tell you.
I believe it's the President of the Gambia that is stepping in, and he would be doing the parade with the Vice Chancellor, because if we see them, they are all lined up. The registrars, the register is lined up, the Vice Chancellor is lined up, and there are dignitaries that are also lining up to welcome the President, who is the Chancellor of the University of the Gambia.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And as we were saying earlier, some of these people will make their way into the real world. They go from theory to practice. And so it's fitting that, as well as obviously His Excellency the His Excellency the President, Her Excellency the Vice President, we also will have here the Secretary and Head of the Civil Service, the Ombudsman, the Governor of the Central Bank, and members of the Diplomatic and Consular Corps, because of course this is where some of the people will make their career in years to come.
Oh yes. mbokk yi di leen fàttali rek ne ñu ngi fii Qcity li ñooy def rek mooy 12 convocation ceremony bi moom lañ ñëw pour teew tey nag dinañ gis ñoo xam ne ñu ngi ñëw pour receive seen awards yi ñu wax leen rek ne fii chancellor bi mooy président réew mi kii di His Excellency Adama Barrow moo nekk chancellor bi vice chancellor bi ñëpp xam nañ ko mooy professeur Arjun tey nag teewaay bu rafet la lu rafet la ñuy gis fana Mr. Ade, the president has
the Chancellor of the University, His Excellency the President Adama Barrow, is here, and we are about to see him descend from his vehicle and take the red carpet. the Chancellor of the university is, of course, His Excellency the President. And so His Excellency the President is here, and we can hear he is being greeted by a fanfare befitting of a president. And if we could just hear some of that, and then we will see him descend and then take the red carpet. And so he's being greeted by the piper and also by a trumpet. And we can see the members of the security cordon around His Excellency the President. And he's going into the main Qcity building, and he has been welcomed by senior members of the faculty of the university, and we expect that in a very short while he'll be making a procession out of that, and he'll be accompanied by members of the entourage, which will include members of the faculty of the university. So His Excellency the President, who is the Chancellor, and as is always the case when degrees are conferred, the Chancellor of the university, in this case His Excellency the President, is here to confer those degrees on the lucky people. Now I can hand you over again to my colleague Jennifer Sonko, who will tell us something of what she expects to be doing for the rest of the day. Jennifer, over to you.
Yeah, Mr. Ade, like I said before, my task today is very, very easy, because I'm just going to have the graduating students be here with me and tell me their university journey, tell me some of the challenges that they experienced, how was university education, and of course the recommendations that they have for the younger generation. I think my assistant, I can say, is trying to bring me one or two here so that I will talk to them on what they have to offer for today. I know they have very, very interesting stories, because university education is a very, very interesting ride, and tough of course, but interesting.
Thank you for that, Jennifer. And as we said earlier, the motto of the university is knowledge, truth and development. And of course, for these people it's a special day, but also for the country. So not only are they celebrating, but we are also celebrating their achievements. And for many of them, this has been a hard road. It's been a hard road of study, and it's one that has taken them on a very long journey. But for them, one journey ends and another journey begins. Bintu, if I can, over to you.
Yeah, sure, Mr. Ade. We are the... These people are the ones who
and
go into the
over to you,
society.
Bintu, and then Jennifer is ready to interview one of the graduating class.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ade. These are the people that will go into the society, hold in government positions. These are the people that will change the laws of the country, the people that will go into our public hospitals, private hospitals. The beautiful day, the beautiful time, the beautiful... I know a lot of people didn't have a good sleep last night, because it's a beautiful moment to just wake up and see, okay, I'm wearing my gown, I'll be holding my degree, and I'll be flaunting it everywhere. It's just so beautiful, Mr. Ade. I just feel that I am the one in their gowns today to walk down and receive my award.
Right.
I just hope them well.
Well, you're not in the gown. Well, let's go to Jennifer now. Jennifer, please.
Bintu, I think I totally agree with you. This is a very interesting journey, and one journey just ended, and I know another one is about to begin. What is your name?
My name is Lamin FCC.
Lamin, how do you feel today?
Oh, I'm very, very glad today to see myself in this occasion here.
What is your area?
Oh, my area, I'm a physics. Oh, okay, I'm a physics major. Okay, and a mathematics minor too. Yeah.
Okay, why mathematics? Because to a lot of people, mathematics is so hard, and it's not an area where a lot of young people would want to venture into. Why mathematics?
Okay, that's the reason even why I choose mathematics as a field also, because I'm a teacher by profession. I was never trained to be a teacher, but because of maths, I have the zeal to go and major mathematics.
It seems my viewers want to see you, and they want to see the gown, and it looks really good on you. So back to the question, why mathematics?
Okay, mathematics is a problem in the Gambia. So that's why I choose mathematics. And the reason is that, okay, by seeing mathematics, many people thought mathematics is a difficult sub-area, but for me, it's not a difficult area. I think it's a method how people teach it. So by right now, I'm a teacher by profession, and I'm teaching mathematics in a senior secondary school since 2015. I can see in the improvement I have made in schools. That's why I chose mathematics today. And I'm proud of myself in those areas. Those who I've been teaching, they all see, the impact on them,
I am so happy that you have that impact, because one thing that I say all the time is young people in the Gambia are brilliant, they can do it, but sometimes it's just because they are not given the opportunity. And I can see that you've been given the opportunity and you were able to impact properly. So last question, I know that in the Gambia a lot of females do not venture into mathematics because to them it's really difficult. So to all those young people out there who are females watching, what message do you have for them?
Okay, yeah, that's a good question also, and I would like to answer it in a proper manner too. Okay, by looking today, okay, the school I'm teaching, my best student in grade 10 is a female girl. So, and right now, the way I'm teaching, I put more concentration on girls than the boys because I can see the boys are already there. So I'm bringing more girls. So this very, very important for all the girls. They can come in and do whatever they want to do in mathematics. Mathematics is not difficult. So girls can come in and do maths as a major also. Because by looking at the University of the Gambia, a lot of people are majoring in mathematics, and most of them are also female also.
Thank you so much. I like the energy. I like the energy. Congratulations. We wish you well. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much. I think we're about to have some elegant ladies joining me here. Yes.
Now, Jennifer, thank you for that. A young man who I'm sure is ready to make his way in the world.
Yeah.
And I can see that you have a couple of other of the graduating class, and we hope they will also be giving us some pearls of wisdom. So back to you, Jennifer, please.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Ade. What is your name?
Aminata Jawara. Yeah.
So, Aminata, how do you feel today?
I feel really good. Very happy.
So what is your area?
Biology. Yeah.
Why biology? I mean, this is a science area, and we don't have a lot of women in STEM. So why biology as a young woman?
Well, mainly because I have almost 8 years experience in research, on laboratory research. So that...
it seems that my viewers want to see you and see the gown, and it looks so good on you. So back to the question.
Yeah. I mean, it's important that we venture into such careers as women, especially Gambians, because they're very important, really important fields to be a part of.
So what next?
Master's, PhD, God knows.
PhD, wow, that's ambitious. I love that. What is your name?
Sina Wujame. Yes.
What is your area?
Biology as well. Yeah.
Why biology?
Because I've enjoyed science from a very early age, and why not science? It's so broad. There's so many things you can do with science. So yeah.
So what next?
As she said, masters. We did our courses together. We did everything together. So we're looking forward to getting that master's, PhD, just to impact health and do more, do our part.
Okay.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Congratulations. I know you're young women and you're ready to impact positively. Thank you so much and congratulations. Mr. Ade, back to you. These are women in science. We don't have a lot of women in STEM in the Gambia, but I can see them boldly venturing into STEM, and they're ready to do their masters and PhD.
Thank you, Jennifer. And whilst you were speaking to those young people, I can see that to my immediate right, members of the faculty have lined up just outside of the red carpet to expect the Chancellor of the university, and I can see members of the faculty are now taking to the red carpet. Members of the they're taking to the red carpet, and they are now making their procession directly behind me, and they will then go and they will take their seats. And then immediately after these members of the faculty have taken their seats, of course, His Excellency the President will take to the red carpet and will take his seat. And that is the moment that we've been waiting for. That's the moment that those who are to have their degrees conferred on have also been waiting for. Bintu, over to you.
jërëjëf Mr Ade comme num ko nekk di waxee rek ñu ngi gis ñoo xam ne ñoo jiite lii di faculty yoo xam ne ñoo fi nekk tey different school yu ñu am si University of the Gambia bi ñu ngi dox pour lan dem jël seen toogu yi buñ toogee ba pare ñu gis chancellor bi ak vice chancellor bi dinañ si tegu ñu dem toog chancellor bi di His Excellency Professor Adama Barrow ñu jox ko professeur bi ndik tey dafay sol yére boo xam ne moom la ñu bari sol fii tey rafet na bés bu rafet la bés boo xam ne ñun ñëpp ñaan nañ ko bés boo xam ne Gambia bi yëpp ñu ngi koo toog di ñaanal ñii ndaw yi ñooy dugga si réew mi ndaw mi ñooy dugga si askan bi ñooy gën a yootal lii di biology lu ñoo dégga science ñoo dégga si lopitaan yi si nguur bi ñii ñoo faa dem toog di leen yokkal ñaan di leen yokkal jaajëfal di leen yokkal doole ak pas-pas because ñii suñ leen encourage jutee rek réew mi du mun a dem kanam ndik ñoo yor réew mi ñun ñoo amee réew mi 12 Convocation University of the Gambia bi la fii si Qcity ñu delloo ko waat back si Mr Ade moom mu yokka continuer waxtaan bi.
Thank you for that. Now, Mr. Dabo, please, if you can tell our viewers about what we're seeing on the screen.
Mr. Ade Drame, Badingolu, Hanibi Drong, Alhalo mi yalonko, Woleva Tamakang, natara ko albe QTV jube kan drong wolem komanto drong president o bankola nyaton ko anim fanan ala vice president wolu be natale e dunta konoto pour financia ila pare al halol nyim falin mi alon ko wala be dendim bengola sainten dun nyaton ko alfa tamandir bulo membe university nyina karola wollelu nata ibe ila tumburin tamo nyin ke kan mi yalon ko wala be dending pour kate la si dulale nyin walin membe al halo nyato ni wo bota je drong president o mi yalon ko atele university la alfa kafola nyaton koti anin ala normalan ko mi yalon ko de wala mum professeur anjumti e tolu fana mina finti lanang pour ka tama tumburin wato nyinna kata si dulata o kolalem al halol mina datila membe tarla dendi nyarandiro la fannala mol men ye kata kuolke ni nata degree la karola kata diplomalu anim fanan certificate la fanna anu beytan dro kala la ko de kunu kumbal membe alon ko wolle nyanta nala ma bela bengoto e bela sidulal tale saim batundrobe ke kam pro president o anin ala jama se pintinan konoto e fananu ye tamanin kapet wulengo nyinkang Mr. Ade.
Mr. Dabo, thank you for that. Now, I know it's a beautiful day, it's a beautiful Saturday, and some of you may be waking up late, and if you are, well, you're tuned into QTV, and we are here at Qcity, Bigelow, and this is the 12th Convocation ceremony for the University of the Gambia. It's a beautiful day, and for some of the people, this will be a day that they will never forget. Not just the people who are in the graduating class, but also their parents, their family members, and I'm sure some of the dignitaries who are here. We are still awaiting the ceremonial and the formal introduction of His Excellency the President, who of course is the Chancellor of the university. And if I could just hand you over quickly to my colleague, Bintu Koka.
Yes, Mr. Ade, today is a mixed feeling. It's mixed with emotions, joy, because in every situation that we are in, there is always the people that are absent in our lives. Comme nous ko don waxe rek tay bési mbekté la ak tamit tay bési nahar la suñu bari ndik amna ñoo xamné mën na am ñu ngi warona nekk fi way nekkuñ fi amna ñoo xamné jang bi mu ngi leen warona fekk fi way fekku fi leen mën na am tolof mën na am jafé jafé way nit tamit momut bakenam amna ñoo xamné lolo tax tay teewuñ fi way nak di fatali askan bi rek de QTV ngeen nekk di sétane ñu ngi fi Qcity 12 Convocation la janga lepp lo xamné ci janga la rew war nako ekati ci kanam ndik janga moy yobbu rew kanam ay xalé yo xamné am nañ xam-xam am nañ xel loolu dafay tax sun réew mi sun kom-kom bi sun nguur gi sun luwaa yi sun lopitaan yi sun njiit yi si yoon yi la ñoo tegu pour réew mi mën a dem kanam jafe-jafe réew mi ñu xam ne luñ daan jooy yëpp ne sun luwaa yi war nañ koo defar ñii ñoo koy ñëw defar tey ñu wane sun nguur ñi ñu jàngaa fa war a ne ñii ñoo ko fa war a ñëw toog te liñ leen jàngal yëpp si université buñ nekk nii xam naa dañ koo yóbbuwaat si biti doo toog rek téye ko waaye di nga génn ci biti share ko ak ñeneen ak keneen ñoo xam ne war nga leen koo jox jànga emut si kenn nit jànga da nga koy yóbbu jël ko joxati ko keneen te xam naa ñii tey seen commitment buñ fee jógee buñ receiver seen degree yi lu ñoo def rek mooy dañ bëgg a joxaat askan bi dañ bëgg a joxaat àddina bi lii nag bési mbégte la man dama kontaan te xaw ma li ma kontaan loo waaye xam naa ne bés bi moo ko waral ndik fuñ toog rek li ñooy xalaat rek mooy ëllëg bés bi man dinaa si teew ëllëg man nii laa war a mel wala ëllëg ñii lañ war a xool ñu mel ni ñoom Mr. Ade, back to you.
Bintu Koka, thank you for that. Now, when we see people on whom degrees are being conferred, certificates and diplomas, we're looking at the finished product. But of course, how did they get here? Well, the lecturers, the teachers, the parents, the guardians, all of those people who supported them, they also helped to make them who and what they are and what they hope to be. And so today is a special day, not just for the people on whom those degrees are being conferred, but also the people who helped them get to where we are today and to get them to where they are. So we here at QTV say to those who supported these people on this journey, keep on supporting them, because as one journey finishes, another journey begins. And that journey is likely to be the harder of all the journeys. Trust me, if they thought those 3 or 4 years or whatever it was that took to bring them here was hard, wait till you step into the real world. when you have responsibilities, when you have earnings to do, and you have a family to keep. But I'm not trying to scare you. I'm actually trying to encourage you to get into the world of work and actually develop this nation by using the talents, using the skills, and using those qualifications for which a degree is being conferred upon you today. Mr. Dabo, over to you.
Baraka bake Mr. Ade Drame, Badingolu, Hanibi Drong, Ambale Dinkramento, Wolem Bigiloti, Qcity, Dinkrami Yalong, Ye Wole Kere Kere, na Gambia Banko, ila Fode Karandinkra, ila Beng Tanim Fulanjango, Anung Alhalo Membe Dendim Bila Karola, Sainten Nafang, Kabiring Yitandirol Keta Karandinkra, Siman Kilimola Karola, Yela Denikolta Kadung, Kela Kalolu Fay Kabala, ka na folta ka sikandi santo way modol balati bori yin kamala dunya la tariko be nyamen dong modol be je iniya karamo dati nyola wolu biti lola wol dol be lari loptanol to dolu fanam be je wol mo molti men yalon ko e mantra baluring wodo kamala ala tol mem mabe kenela bi lungala karola anim fana la kata ko men keda akamda bi mu tertewalti ni nara karola fannala Gambia Bankola University la karola anu kata ko mi yalon ko wollel keta sinin sama nyasiyelem Bankola fonnin kelu ete lebe alpha place ol tala nyim Bankola maralo be tarla ete la karola wodo pure londe sahare ngo soto mi yalon ko abe banko la yiriwa nyatota sabula o mu kulete mi yalon ko akumata bakele o dalila kamma fengo fembe kala jandrong QTV ibe tenten nale fental kumpala kale konoto dia Mr. Ade.
Mr. Dabo, thank you for that. Well, what is a convocation? In simple terms, the dictionary describes this as a gathering. But of course, these days, it's not just any gathering. It's a gathering at which people have degrees conferred upon them. And so for the University of the Gambia, this is the 12th such convocation. And the people who are looking forward to getting their degrees conferred upon them today, this is a gathering that will stay with them for the rest of their lives. And as my colleague Bintu Kok mentioned briefly, for some of them it will be tinged with sadness because there might be people who were with them at the beginning of the journey who are not with them here today. But for those people, I expect that when they accept their degrees, they will remember those people and in some way dedicate the degrees that are being conferred upon them to those people who are no longer here with us. It could be mothers, brothers, sisters, grandparents, but people who supported them, who encouraged them on this journey. And this is a never-ending journey. Education is a journey that never ends. You might get your degree today, but believe me, that's just one aspect of the education that you will receive throughout life. So please view it as that and embrace it, embrace the day, but consider that this is just another step on a very, very long journey. Bintu, over to you.
Dañuy faral di dégg ñu ne lan mooy njëriñi jàng waaye tey fana njëriñi jàng fii lañ koy xamee ñu gis ay ndaw ñu gis ñoo xam ne dem nañ ba sëy nag waaye taxut terewuñ ñu ngi bëgg a jàng ñu ngi bëgg a yokk xam-xam tey nag bés bi fii lañ ko wone fii la ñuy gis ne am na ndawi réew yoo xam ne ba tey seen yaram bi seen xol gi seen xel bi lu fa nekk rek jàng la te jàng bi du pour jàng pour yokk seen boppa waaye jàng bi pour yokk seen réew la gis nga jàng boo ko defee dangay toog nga ne man lii nda jar na ko wala lii nda jaral na ma ko waaye bési tey si ngay xam ne ndekete man lu ma doon sacrifice time bu ma doon sacrifice nga dem school war a dem suba ba ngoon yaa ngi si school bi pour jàng ñu ne la ñëwal 2 demuloo 2 nga ñëw 7 lii yëpp métit boo xam ne la boo ko jànkuwantelee rek sa ëllëg dina baax buñ di sax tayal buñ di sax toog ñu ne waaw jàng bi amul importance si man wala tey nga bëgg a def lii kenn mu ne la yow bul jàng nañ dem uti xaalis moo am lépp waaye lañ leen xam ne jàng bay jiitu xaalis ku jàng rek foo dem rek cër lañ lay jox du jigéen du góor jàng nañ leen ko def loo xam ne fuñ dem rek lu ñuy njëkk a laajte loo bëgg a def rek ñu ne jàng dañuy gis tey ay mag yoo xam ne buñ leen joxoon njëriñ jàng bi bala ñoo jeexal school loolu lañ doon jël waaye am na ñoo xam ne boo leen waxee rek ñu ne nañ leen uti xaalis neex na waaye nañ leen dem uti graduation bi jàng bi ndi xoolal tey graduation bu rafet bi tey dinañ receive ay degrees dinañ gis ay ndaw yoo xam ne ñu ngi fi ay degree yu baax la ñuy receive fuñ dem taxaw tey rek ñu ne lan ngeen receive ñu ne leen diploma degree in information technology la receive, degree in hospitality la receive, degree in journalism la receive. Li yëpp loo xam ne la nit danga koy xajaane lu war jara xajaan la lu ñuy xajaanee rek mooy man lii laa def jàng naa 4 years métti na nit dangaa toog sa pour fay sa school fees dafay métti waaye tamit doo musa toog nga ne duma ko def waaye that interest in education, interest boy am rek si janga bi moo laa tax ñuy dem kontaan naa si ndaw yi tey torop ndik soo xoolee tey gathering bi rek moo laa wone ndawi réew mi bañu ñoo janga bugga nañ ko so University of the Gambia lañ am te University of the Gambia bii la ñoo dem fii la ñoo jàngee lii lu dara am mbégte la lii lu dara kontaan la ndik lii lañ am lii la ñoo lii la ñoo jublu te inshallah xam naa ne dinañ yokka ñu am degree ba pare dinañ yokka pour dem def lan ñu ne seen masters. Mr. Ade, back to you.
Thank you, Bintu. Now, earlier on, Bintu had mentioned that some people didn't sleep, and she wasn't just referring to the QTV crew. She was also referring to some of the graduating class, because for many of them, there was no sleep. And now we are about to see the entry of His Excellency the President. And first of all, the registrar, the Chancellor's procession, there's somebody carrying the mace bearer. There's the chairman of the UTG Governing Council, the Vice Chancellor, and then finally bringing up the rear, the most honored guest today, the Chancellor of the University, His Excellency the President. And so, as you can see, they will be led in by various members of the university staff, including, I beg your pardon, the mace bearer. That's the chap carrying the mace that you can see draped over his right shoulder in his right hand. And in his left hand, he has a book. And then the procession is about to start, and they will take to the red carpet, and they will proceed, and they will take their seats. Now we can see, take the first step, and I can see the piper is about to start, and there he goes. Scottish bagpipes, I say once again, revelation to me, but a very interesting and impressive. And we are being asked to stand to welcome the procession of the Chancellor, and of course the Chancellor is none other than His Excellency the President Adama Barrow, and I can just see him at the back there, dressed in the regalia of the Chancellor of the University. And so leading the mace bearer is of course the piper, playing a beautiful Scottish tune, and I'll have to find out from him what that tune is. And there you can see, I think directly in front of His Excellency the President is the Vice Chancellor of the University. And as they are making their way, please remember that this is a day that for many of the people who are going to get their degrees, it has been a long journey. And for them, this is probably the proudest day of their lives so far. Once again, you're watching QTV. This is live. We're coming live from Qcity in Bigelow. And you are watching the convocation ceremony of the University of the Gambia, the 12th convocation ceremony. And of course, the Chancellor of the University is none other than His Excellency the President, Adama Barrow. And he will confer degrees upon the graduating class of 2020. And now we can just see them. They're very, very slowly making their way towards where they will be seated. And as you can see, it's not a hurried procession. They're taking their time. And there you can see some of the graduating class lined up to also receive the President and this procession. And Bintu, if I could hand over again to you.
mbokk yi di leen wax rek ne si 12 convocation bi lañ nekk ba tey lu ñuy seetaan nii rek ñu ngi gis Chancellor bi di Adama Barrow président réew mi ñu gis tamit Vice Chancellor bi di Professor Arjun ak yeneen registre university bi ak yeneen nit ñoo xam ne am nañ place si university bi ñu ngi dox ndanka dem toogi seen place lii lu rafet la bés bu rafet a ngi nii bés boo xam ne ñu bëgg nañ koo teew a ngi nii mu ngi nii fii lañ yëpp di xewee Qcity Bigelow lii fana saasu ne at bu ne graduation bu ne lu rafet lii dafay am fana tradition la boo xam ne du musa jeex dafay bugg di continuer ñu jox rek Lamin Dabo moom it mu sànni si kaadoom
barka bake bintu koka badingolu komen albe menje kan wodinkirato wole mu alfa kafo mi yalon ko university la tamandir fanna be wolle la karola anu ila nyaton ko memu tansiloti wole mu president adama baroti anu ala nomalanko mi yalon ko wolem professeur anjumti wolle basilo kan ibe tumburin tamo ke kan mi yalon ko sartolu membe dennin bengonin na karola ay landiro ke nyamenna barim biñol lungola am lunnati mi yalon ko al halo men bebe tamala jang akam tay to lañi alpha kafo wolle sembo soto pour ka song ñi mol men yalon ko wolle kataku kendol ke ila al hala siman kilingol la anin karam fanna siman kilingol pour ka wo tamandir fanna ke nyarandiro la karola mi yalon ko wolle be kala wo mol la fannati degree la karola dolbe diploma le soto la dolbe certificate soto la bar wol be mu al halalti dron fode karam wala fanna memu university de Mr. Ade
and as we get to the formal proceedings, this is the chairman of the council, Mr. Matthew P. Ndur, will ask us to rise for the national anthem. And
Thank you very much. Please be seated. Hello.
Registrar of the university and also our MC for the day, and he will be guiding us through the proceedings. And some of the people that you're going to hear from include the council chairman, Matthew P. Ndur, and also
Next item is prayers in invocation. To bless this momentous occasion, it is important that we seek divine guidance and protection. To help us do that, may we call on Imam Sharif Bajan to lead us in prayers.
to set up prayers.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. نرجو من الله سبحانه وتعالى في هذا الموقف أن يبارك الخريجين الذين تناولوا العلم النافع لرفع مستوى هذه الدولة التي كل واحد من أبنائها يعتزز بها. فنرجو من الله سبحانه وتعالى أن يوفقهم بالعمل بما عملوا على الوجه الذي يرضيه الله سبحانه وتعالى، وأن يكون علمهم هذا منفعة لدولة غامبيا ولقارة إفريقيا وللعالم بصفة أجمع. ونرجو من الله سبحانه وتعالى في هذا المقام أن يبارك ويشدد قطع رئيس دولتنا غامبيا دكتور آدم بارو ويؤيده وينصره بالبطانة الصالحة التي ينصحونه بالعمل الذي تنفع دولة غامبيا وإفريقيا والعالم أجمع. بهذا ندعو من الله سبحانه وتعالى القائمين كذلك بتعليم هؤلاء الأولاد من الأساتذة أن يجازيهم خير الجزاء، وأن يكون كل هذه الأعمال والجهود في ميزان حسناتهم بحرمة اللهم يا ملك السماوات والأرض ويا ممسك السماوات والأرض ويا عالم السر في السماوات والأرض دادة العالمين يا مجيب دعوة المضطرين ويا نور السماوات والأرض ويا ذا الجلال والإكرام أجب دعاءنا بحرمة إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما سبحان ربك رب العزة أما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين آمين يا رب.
Thank you, Imam. May Allah answer our prayers. To continue in more prayers, we now invite Bishop Odiko, Chairman of the Christian Council.
Yes.
In the name of God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, amen. Gracious and eternal Father, you who create all humankind in your image and in your likeness, we come before your throne of grace this morning hour as we celebrate the 12th Convocation of the University of the Gambia. We bring before you and we commit your servant, His Excellency, the President of the Gambia, Adama Barrow. We ask, Lord, that by your divine goodness and mercy and grace, you have established him to be the head of state and government of this nation. We ask that your protective hand will be over him and that you will shower him with your favor as he look over the affairs of this nation. We pray for his well-being and that of his family and that of his whole cabinet and the entire government of the nation, the Gambia. We continue to thank you for the University of the Gambia. We pray for all the lecturers, both national and international. We thank you for the wonderful contribution that they are making in this nation, the Gambia. And we thank you for all the schools that are graduating today and for all the students. Lord, it is you who have given us this wonderful cultivation of knowledge of young people in this land. We pray that your fatherly hand will be over each and every one of them, that they will contribute meaningfully to the development of this country. And that, Lord, that you will open doors of opportunity for each and every one of them, so that they will be specialized in their own fields to a higher level, and that they will come back and make this country to be a wonderful place. Father, we thank you also for their parents who have supported them in all their studies. We continue to ask that your goodness, your mercy, your grace, your peace, and your tranquility will ever dwell in this land. And may this occasion today be a blessing, not only to us, but to every other people in this nation. This we ask through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Thank you very much, Bishop. We all feel blessed indeed. A very good and warm morning to everyone assembled here. I am Taru Mamadou Lamin. I am the master of ceremony for this program. All I ask of you is to sit back, relax, and enjoy the proceedings. We expect the ceremony to last approximately 2 hours. We would appreciate it if you could kindly switch your mobile phones to silent mode and be courteous to those around you by refraining from talking aloud. During the presentation of graduates, we encourage you to express your pride by applauding and cheering. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, graduation day is always a day of rejoicing, for it marks the conclusion of an educational journey and the commencement of another more uncertain and more difficult part of man's quest for a better life and future. Truly, today signifies the culmination of many years of hard work in the relentless pursuit of knowledge. Knowledge that will enable a person to embrace opportunities and take on challenges with clear vision and purpose. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 12th Convocation ceremony of the University of the Gambia. Today's event is significant in many respects. First, we are saying to the whole world that our graduates have been adequately prepared and are capable of performing at a certain level. Second, it reaffirms our unwavering commitment in the generation, production, and dissemination of knowledge, as well as its applicability. Third, it demonstrates the symbiotic relationship between the university and society. As you know, a university does not exist in a vacuum or outer space. It exists in the context of a society, and it is there that it has its proper place. A university is supported by society, and without the sustenance which it receives from society, it will cease to exist. With those few remarks, I now have the honor, most respectfully, to invite the Honorable Chancellor of the University, His Excellency Adama Barrow, to constitute this assembly as convocation of the University of the Gambia for the purpose of conferring degrees and presenting diplomas and certificates of the University of the Gambia.
Open this convocation, and there are precise words that the Chancellor has to say, and each Chancellor who comes to open a convocation actually reads exactly the same words every time, and you will hear those words from the Chancellor today, His Excellency the President, Adama Barrow. He's about to take the stand, and when he does, he will formally open this convocation, and once he declares it open, then the proceedings have formally started. So despite the fact that people were here at 8 o'clock this morning, nothing starts until this moment, and that is really the truth, because we're here for the 12th convocation, and the convocation does not start until the Chancellor says those magic words to formally open the convocation. Bintu.
President Adama Barrow mooy ñëw ubbi mbootaay bi nag moo ko ubbi te wax yu moo wax pour ubbi mbootaay bi rek loolu la ñuy xaar.
By the authority vested in me
moom rek la ñuy
by Section 8 Cap 2 of the University of the Gambia Tertiary and Higher Education Act 2016, I hereby constitute this assembly the 12th convocation of the University of the Gambia for the conferment of degrees, diplomas, and certificates.
Thank you, Honorable Chancellor. With that pronouncement, the stage is now set for the 12th convocation ceremony to proceed. Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, welcoming you here for today's event is especially meaningful as we honor our graduates and celebrate their achievements. The person who have been found worthy, competent, and capable to formally welcome us all to the 12th convocation ceremony of the University of the Gambia is the Chairman of Council, Mr. Matthew P. Ndur. Let us put our hands together for Mr. Matthew Ndur.
The Council has made his speech. He will then resume his seat, and then the proceedings will continue. Mr. Matthew P. Ndur is the Chairman of the Council of the University of the Gambia, and this is a very distinguished and noble position. And also, as you will
Honorable
note,
Chancellor, Your Excellency Adama Barrow, President of the Republic of the Gambia, Secretary General and Head of the Civil Service, Honorable Minister of Higher Education, Research, Science and Technology, other Ministers of State here present, Chairman of the National Assembly Select Committee on Education, honorable members of the National Assembly, members of the Diplomatic and Consular Corps, permanent secretaries, regional governors, Vice Chancellor and members of the Governing Council and Senate of the UTG, heads of parastatals, mayors and chairpersons of regional councils, Sefolu, Alkalolu, venerable religious leaders, graduates, staff, and students of the University of the Gambia, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Interim Governing Council, I take this most privileged opportunity to welcome you all to this prestigious assembly of the 12th Convocation of the University of the Gambia. Mr. Chancellor, we are honored by your presence, and we thank you for the importance you attach to fulfilling your role as the statutory head of the university. As a council, we are encouraged by your commitment to ensuring that this very important and strategic national institution receives maximum attention and support. The Ministry of Education, Research, Science and Technology, led by its dynamic, progressive and passionate Minister, Badari Diouf, has been a source of inspiration for all of us. We are particularly gratified by the recent enormous steps that your government has taken towards the completion of the Faraba campus. There is much excitement at the prospect of operating from a modern site that would offer much more than just the basics of a university campus. For the moment, most of our difficulties and challenges stem from inadequate classrooms and space for office and other facilities. Consequently, we have resorted to extreme measures like renting, which inevitably multiplies the adverse effects of operating from many locations. The other option is to succumb to the pressure of the urgency of these needs and divert limited resources to build structures that would become redundant in the very near future when the Faraba site is inaugurated. Mr. Chancellor, a good legislative framework is of utmost importance in the quality assurance package of a university. The lifespan of the Interim Governing Council is tied to the length of time it takes to promulgate the new Act of the University of the Gambia. The draft bill, over which Council and management of UTG have been consulted, has many progressive provisions that will support good governance and enhance the university's management and administrative systems. We want to urge and plead with the Ministry of Justice and the National Assembly to finalize the passage of the bill during the current year. An aspect of strategic importance to Council in the quality assurance endeavor is the crucial role of the National Accreditation and Quality Assurance Authority, NACA. We take very seriously the need for UTG's full compliance with NACA prescriptions and standards, and Council has set up a framework for monitoring and ensuring compliance on a regular basis. As the premier institution of learning in the country, the UTG cannot but be the standard bearer of high quality in its delivery systems and product. In this regard, let me reiterate the Governing Council's uncompromising commitment to the development and maintenance of high standards in all spheres of its influence. Research, a key to creating knowledge, is a core function, and the global standing of a university is gauged largely through the strength of its research departments and the quality of their portfolios. In acknowledgement of the need to boost the level of research activity at UTG, Council has allocated an unprecedented 5.4% of the entire annual expenditure budget for 2022 to research. It is our hope that this will encourage a livelier and more productive research environment at the UTG. Council also leveraged the budget process to direct quality delivery in teaching and learning resources, where the need to improve the facilities and supplies, especially in the physical and natural sciences, was recognized and appropriately catered for. Other areas of significant action by Council during the past year included the beefing up of the staff strength with key administrative appointments, continued prioritization of the training and upgrading of academic staff, support of management action to ensure good staff welfare and a conducive working environment, and giving careful attention to students. Chancellor, an in-depth account of life and activities of the UTG in the past year will be given shortly by the Vice Chancellor in his address. Chancellor, distinguished guests, Convocation Day is of special importance to the young men and women who have successfully completed their chosen courses of study. The day marks their official weaning, as it were, and sending off to the community and the larger world by UTG. On my own behalf and on behalf of the Interim Governing Council, I congratulate all graduates and their loved ones on this joyous occasion and wish them abundant success in all their future endeavors. This year's group is the 12th general cohort of graduates since the inception of the university. Even without empirical evidence of a tracer study, it should be enough from observation to assert that within the past decade, a very significant number of graduates of the UTG has risen to occupy key and strategic positions in the public and private sectors of the economy and national life. These numbers will multiply and become more dominant in the next decade and beyond. The impact of UTG products on our society can therefore only continue to grow. Their effect as a single group ceases on graduation day, except that over the years, the aggregate of the character traits that graduates of the UTG exhibit can have a telling impact on the character of the nation. So if they turn out to be generally incompetent, corrupt, indisciplined, unpatriotic, and acrimonious, so too would the nation be generally viewed. The corollary is also true. For good fruits from UTG graduates will nourish a positive image for the nation. But in reality, they go into the world to influence it as individuals, not as, for example, the graduates of 2020. Therefore, the question to each and every one of you graduating today is, how have you resolved to make your mark in society as an individual? To this end, I would want to invite you to reflect on what lessons to draw from some major events in our beloved country in the past 12 months. This was a period when most of you were busy at the final stages of your studies, but you lived through the events and could not have been completely insulated from their impact. Early in the year, the Janneh Commission came out with recommendations that criminal charges be instituted against the former president for, I quote, theft, economic crimes, and corruption, end of quote. Several senior government and public officials and business persons were also accused of participating in or facilitating the theft and corruption. What became apparent was that looting of the national coffers happened despite the fact that every area of official function had its rules, regulations, and guidelines for professional transactions and conduct. But these were set aside by individuals who ignored the code of conduct governing their position, whether as ministers, civil servants, bankers, soldiers, business persons, etc. In an attempt to exculpate themselves, most of those involved gave the common excuse that they were obeying the now proverbial instructions from above. Each tried to deny personal responsibility. As future leaders, and in whatever position you find yourselves, it is your obligation to be legally and morally accountable for your actions. You should never allow yourselves to be either funnels through whom public resources are siphoned, nor be the actual beneficiaries of dubious transactions. You should be patriotic enough to call out the corrupt. Again, the TRRC revealed how the influence of one individual brought out the basest human instincts in others. Citizens, including the weak and vulnerable, were visited with vicious killings and the most dehumanizing treatment. The brutality was so callous that even the perpetrators took refuge in or resorted to alcohol and drug abuse to numb their feelings to the unfathomable evil inflicted on innocent compatriots and fellow beings. Amazingly, listening to some of the testimonies, one may be forgiven for thinking that at the height of the atrocities, the devil was on vacation. Yes, it seems the devil was on vacation. Because the bad and the ugly were attributed to divine predestination, and invoking the will of the Almighty became both a source of consolation for victims and a convenient cover for perpetrators of the most heinous crimes. I think that even in deep commitment to our religious beliefs, we should give to Caesar his due, adherence to the law of the land. The importance of letting the law take its normal course should never be downplayed. It is our hope at UTG that as individuals, you will be resolutely committed to the never again battle cry of the TRRC. In a relevant but starkly different event, the recent Supreme Court ruling on a nominated member of the National Assembly augurs well for the strengthening of the rule of law. We must commend all parties, from the judges of the Supreme Court to the appellant and the executive, for restoring confidence in our judicial system and helping consolidate the principles of separation of power in our democracy. The series of demonstrations in the past 8 months or so, some peaceful only for the absence of physical violence, but abusive and provocative, and others, riotous and destructive, go to show the sad reality that in spite of our best efforts, there is still a lot of ugliness within the body politic. But most importantly, we have not always tried to discern the full implications of our actions. Let us not be like the man who, to get rid of what he thought was a snake in his house, burns down the house. We all know the disastrous consequences. The snake, if there was one, most certainly slithered away, but a foolish man and his family ended up taking shelter in a neighbor's house. We do not have to set the house on fire and become refugees. Young men and women and leaders of future Gambia, you should avoid being impulsive or being driven by mob mentality. I stand before you as one whose generation lived and enjoyed the good old days of independent Gambia, where peaceful coexistence, social cohesion, and mutual respect and understanding in all aspects of our diversity reign supreme. The impression one gets today is that as a people, we have been so psychologically wounded by 22 years of coercive authoritarian rule that we cannot manage our freedom and democracy. It seems now we are free to be grossly indisciplined, and social media is being weaponized against our cultural values and norms of decency and respect, so much so that uncivilized behavior, abusive language in public and the media, and dangerous fake news have become the accepted normal. It is the UTG's expectation that each one of you will be a beacon of light within your generation in the exercise and management of your inalienable individual right to the positive exercise of your freedom as a human being and a citizen. You must also be ambassadors of peace. Then there was the debate over certain clauses in the draft constitution. Whatever individual expressed views or stance on the debate, the end may have uncovered hidden fault lines in our national makeup. There is now the fear in some quarters that the innocence of the old Gambia, which had made our country the toast of nations for our unity and peace in all facets of our lives as a society, and which earned us the smiling cause as a compliment, has been lost or severely bruised. For we have been so brutally ravished by 2 decades of divisive manipulation and 2 months of debate over a single word, the elephant in the room, in or out of our new constitution, that we will now be ready and easy prey to those who have long lusted for our beauty. As the new breed of enlightened young citizens, you have the responsibility to preserve that beauty and to ensure that the fault lines do not develop into irreparable cracks that will eventually bring down the entire edifice of the nation as we know it today. For the Gambia we know was built on a firm foundation, as evidenced by arguably the most significant event of the past year, the death of Sir Dawda Kairaba Jawara. Sad as it might have been, his demise brought to the fore the best face of the Gambian. After the litany of woes for most of the year, it will always be refreshing to remember the year in the context of the litany of virtues ascribed to Sir Dawda. In the uncountable tributes to his memory and in his honor, locally and internationally, he has been variously described as Gambia's greatest son, father of the Gambian nation, a distinguished statesman, a true professional, a champion of human rights, a great humanist and a man of peace, a peacemaker, a man of great humility, a true Pan-Africanist, an absolute democrat, the embodiment of fairness and justice, a respecter of the rule of law, a man of the people, a respecter of tradition and culture, a deeply religious man, a great family man and father figure to all, etc., etc. And to cap it all, The new iconic International Conference Center was named after Sir Dawda. On this score, we want to commend our Chancellor, His Excellency Adama Barrow, for the magnanimity, foresight, and wisdom of dedicating the conference center to our first president. The gesture should be a permanent record of our debt of gratitude to the man who made us a nation. We hope that Sir Dawda will not be the first and the last of his kind. Yes, he gave us independence. He was the first in certain areas during times we cannot go back to and relive. But the depth and scope of his virtues encompass natural and permanent human attributes. To young men and women, as you reflect on your lives and discern your future, you have no better person to emulate than Sir Dawda. For all of us, Sir Dawda stands out as a role model. And as we pass by the Sir Dawda K. Jawara International Conference Center, some of us on a regular daily basis, we should always be reminded of the virtues the man excelled in and the ideals of a united, progressive, peaceful, and prosperous country that he so cherished and tirelessly worked to achieve. I wish us all a happy Convocation 2020. Thank you for your attention.
That was a wonderful speech.
Thank you, Honorable Chairman of
Chairman
Council.
of the Council.
That was indeed heartwarming.
It was deep,
thought-provoking,
and gave us some food for thought.
mesmerizing. Honorable Chancellor, sir,
behind me, they're
Henry
about
Ford says,
to
coming
announce
together
the
is a
Vice
beginning.
Chancellor, Professor Fakir Mohammed
together
Anjum
is
Chowdhury,
progress. Walking
and he will be the next speaker.
is success.
And I wonder whether his speech
It was indeed
will
this
be as
mantra
deep and as
of
wide-ranging
working together
as the one we've
that
just
has
heard.
brought us to where we are today.
I'll hand you back to the MC,
On that note,
Mr.
Honorable Chancellor, sir,
Taro.
members of Council and the Senate, Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I now invite the Vice Chancellor, Professor Fakir Muhammad Anjum, to address the convocation.
Professor Fakir Mohammed Anjum Chowdhury is, of course, the Vice Chancellor of the university, and he is about to take the podium, and he will deliver the next speech that we will hear. And as I say, the speech by the Council Chairman, Matthew Pindur, was wide-ranging and gave us a lot of food for thought.
The President, Republic of the Gambia, and Chancellor, University of the Gambia, Mr. Adama Barrow, the Honorable Secretary General and Head of Civil Service, Honorable Minister of Higher Education, Research, Science and Technology, Mr. Badrajuf, and the Cabinet members present, Honorable members of the National Assembly and the Chairperson of the National Select Education Committee, Your Excellencies, members of the Diplomatic and Consular Corps, Chairman of the Governing Council, and honorable members of the University Governing Council, and past members of the Governing Council, mayors, and other chiefs present here, service chief and heads of agencies, venerable religious leaders, distinguished invited scholars and colleagues, deans, faculty members, and senior administrative and other staff of the University of the Gambia, staff and students of the University of the Gambia, friends of the University of the Gambia, distinguished graduates and their families, members of the media. It is with gratitude to the Almighty Allah and with great pleasure that I welcome you all on this historic event marking the 12th convocation ceremony of the University of the Gambia for the award of degrees, diplomas, awards, certificates, and medals. I give Allah the Almighty the glory of this opportunity that I have to stand before you today to deliver my third convocation address. on behalf of the Council, the Senate, the management, staff and students of the University of the Gambia, I welcome you all to this auspicious occasion. I am especially honored to have the Chancellor of the University, His Excellency Adama Barrow, presiding for the third time as the Chancellor of the University of the Gambia of this degree awarding ceremony. I warmly welcome Your Excellency and your entire cabinet. We feel highly honored and humbled by your esteemed presence here today. We are very grateful to you for finding time out of your very precious schedule to grace this occasion. I am also welcome to the distinguished eminent scholars who traveled long distances to be here with us. The presence of the Honorable Minister of Higher Education, Research, Science and Technology, Badra Juf, I highly appreciate and I wish to commend his kind and consistent support to the University of the Gambia. We equally appreciate the presence of the Chairman of the Governing Council, Matthew Noor, and the members of the Governing Council and the government functionaries, the graduates, the parents, friends, staff, students, and other stakeholders, as well as the presence of the diplomatic consular corps. On our appreciation and thanks go to the dignitaries as well as our friends and well-wishers for the public and private sector of the Gambia for coming to share the joy of this occasion with us. We assembled here today to observe the academic tradition of conferring degrees and other academic awards, which we refer to as the Convocation ceremony. This annual event is the climax of several years of hard work on the part of students and commitment on the part of academic staff of the university. It is also worthy to note that first cohort of students in the BSc Physiotherapy program, BA Christian Religious Studies, Master of Business Administration, and the Master of Science in International Relations and Diplomacy will graduate today. For the graduate classes of staff, December 2018 and May-June 2019, we shall award degrees to 869 students in respective fields of learning as follows: Agriculture and Environmental Science 41, Education 108, Physical and Natural Sciences 91, Humanities and Social Sciences 58, Business and Public Administration 235, Computer Science and ICT 39, Medicine and Surgery 22, Physiotherapy 7, Nursing 67, Public and Environmental Health 31, Law LLB 54, Engineering 15, Journalism and Digital Media 4. Besides the bachelor degrees, we are also offering the master degrees in the fields Master of Science in Public Health 21, Master of Science in Sectoral Analysis and Management of the Education System 2, Master of Science in Community Health Nursing 4, Master of Business and Public Administration MBA 23, Master of Arts in English 9, Master of Science in International Relations and Diplomacy 19, Postgraduate Diploma in Meteorology and Hydrology 21. This total is 869 students who are receiving degrees today. By the authority of the Senate of the University, we will award all deserving students diplomas, bachelor degrees, postgraduate diplomas and master degrees today. I congratulate all the graduates for being able to reap the fruits of their hard work and themselves worthy of the degrees they have earned. Besides, some outstanding students will receive medals and awards. All of us are proud to be associated with you success students. Dear graduates, I admonish you to transfer the lesson of the UTG spirit encapsulated in our motto and core values, which are knowledge, truth, and development, to the wider world where you will now function. I encourage you to be courageous, adventurous, and be ambassadors of your alma mater, the University of the Gambia. Honorable Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, the university maintains in its place to a high level human resources development provider for the nation and a key player in research and consultancy for development activities. Our members of academic staff have been able to get funding from various donor organizations to undertake research in various fields. I am also glad to note that we have published the outputs of these research studies in peer-reviewed international journals. These achievements would not have been possible without the support and cooperation of our staff and students and the backing of the Governing Council under the leadership of indefatigable Chairman Mr. Matthew Noor, and the support of our line ministry, Ministry of Higher Education, Science and Technology, under the dynamic leadership of Honorable Minister Badraju. In our quest to reposition and rebrand the university, we have focused attention on the following: staff training and development. Your Excellency, it is worthy to note that human capital development is the essential component of the entire process of rebranding and repositioning the university. Consequently, the university has designed a number of capacity building programs for academic and administrative staff of the university, which took various forms ranging from workshops to providing scholarships for members of staff to improve their capacity. We aim to make our academic staff much more productive in terms of effective delivery of the programs. In this note, 63 staff of the university have been granted study leave and various forms of scholarships to pursue further studies both at home and abroad. Out of this, 23 are pursuing PhD programs and 40 are pursuing master degree programs. Our long-term investment in human resource development has started to yield positive results. During the year under report, 7 faculty members with PhD and another 5 with master degrees. 8 more staff would complete their master degrees programs and will come back to the homeland during 2020, and 10 will complete PhD program during the end of this year. Internet connectivity. Management had disbursed generous funds towards the improvement of internet connectivity across the various campuses. Plans are for advance to improve internet bandwidth and widen coverage to internet access within the university community. Management will improve the use of internet to support teaching and learning in the university. Infrastructure development. The expansion work at the School of Medicine and Allied Health Sciences have been completed. It comprised 2 additional floors, including office and laboratories. The government of the Gambia funded the building project. The funding for equipment of the laboratories, ICT facilities, and skill center has been jointly pledged by IDB TICA through reverse linkage project. And as office and classrooms space continue to pose a major challenge for both staff and students, we have completed plans to embark on infrastructure development in our Canifing and Burkama campuses during the year 2020. Other major projects successfully accomplished by my administration are the Vaskal building, supported by the government of Germany and the Confucius Institute in partnership with the Gizo University and the People's Republic of China. A part of efforts to deliver medical education, we have set motion to tendering process for the rehabilitation of Edwards Francis R. Small Teaching Hospital Polyclinic in Banjul, where our new Bachelor in Dental Surgery programs will be housed. And this project will also again be sponsored by the government of the Gambia. We have completed the rehabilitation and refurbishment of the University Central Library at Canifing. We have completed arrangements to connect the library to the digital resources of the Versailles University Brussels Library. The library will be operational in early 2020. Also, we installed 20 solar panels at the Peace Building at the Canifing campus to boost our energy needs, and we have received support from ICRI to the tune of $20,000 for the purchase of solar batteries. Internationalization and partnership, linkages and collaboration are critical in the delivery of relevant and comprehensive knowledge and skill sets to learners in higher educational institutions. Effective collaboration with external stakeholders from various fields of specialization provides unique platform for sharing knowledge and skills that are mutually beneficial to the furtherance of idea. The university continues to forge new institutional partnership to promote research and the exchange of students and staff with several institutions in Africa, America, Europe, Asia. Following the signing of Memorandum of Understanding with the University of the Gambia and Versailles University, 5 of our students are on exchange programs at VUV for 5 months. The MOU covered their accommodation, health insurance, and daily subsistence allowance. Additionally, an active family exchange program has already kicked off, and UTG academic staff has already visited and lectured at VUV. Moreover, during the period under review, 19 students from Ocean State University were hosted by UTG as exchange students for a month. In a similar but separate developments, 11 of our students from the School of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences are currently in Israel to keep their knowledge and skills in modern agriculture technology and practices. With the help of Israeli ambassador to the Gambia, we will be sending a 3-fold increase of this number by the coming semester. Additionally, 10 of our students from the School of Engineering and Architecture have also benefited from an exchange program to India. We have signed a memorandum of understanding between University of the Gambia and Gizo Medical University to strengthen capacity development. The UTG will benefit 2 PhD scholarships and 2 scholarships for postdoctoral research from Chinese universities. Collaborations with sister universities in ECOWAS region from Senegal, Sierra Leone, Ghana, and Nigeria are also in place. Promotions. A total of 36 promotions have been made for various categories of staff from 1st August 2019 to date. Out of the numbers, 9 academic staff and 27 administrative staff were promoted. Significantly, 2 academic staff have been promoted to full professorship. I congratulate the full professors, Professor Gome and Sida Jaffa. This would serve as a source of encouragement to enable the promoted staff to continue working hard towards the attainment of the goals of this university. Finance and funding. We have continued to cope with our recurrent and overhead charges. Salaries are paid as and when due, and the various running costs are duly sustained and serviced by the university from government allocations and internally generated revenues. However, I wish to reiterate the urgent need to review upwards the salaries of the academic faculty in particular and administrative staff in general, especially senior administrators. At the minimum, the academic faculty and administrative staff salary should not be less than what prevails in the marketplace and not less than what prevails at peer universities in the ECOWAS region. Honorable Chancellor, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, while we are here to celebrate the achievements and academic successes of the university, I consider it imperative His Excellency the President of the Republic of the Gambia and Chancellor of the University of the Gambia that a university system anywhere in the world cannot effectively function without adequate funding for expansion, services, research, training, and development. The University of the Gambia has to fair share for financial constraints which stands in the way of its vision to be top-class institution. It is again this background that I crave Your Excellency indulgence to give special attention to the university by increasing funding. Research. The university continues to play an important role in research and provision of services to the local community. Our academic staff have been positively engaged in high-quality research to globally relevant and niche areas of renewable energy, food security, wildlife conservation and migration, peace and conflict studies, among others. To encourage research, the university has increased the research budget fourfold and budgeted from its own sources to set up a research center that would direct and coordinate research activities at the campus. Quality assurance. The university recently underwent a statutory quality audit exercised by NACA. The review focused on governance, infrastructure, academic programs, resources, and finance. They held meetings with the university management, faculty and staff, and with students. Management of the university is committed in implementing the recommendations from the NACA, which will enable us to improve the efforts in providing high-quality teaching, learning, and research to our students. It is worthy to note that university has reinstituted staff evaluation by students. At the end of each module or course, students will be required to evaluate the lectures on both methodology and content. The evaluation forms generated will be used to make informed decisions. UTG has received an award from the Gambia Standard Bureau in recognition of progress being made in the delivery of quality program. New programs. Several new programs and courses have been recently approved by and ratified by the Senate and Governing Council, respectively. These include revised BSc Computer Science and Information System Engineering, BSc Telecommunication and Computer Network, Doctor of Philosophy in Climate Change and Education, MSc PhD in Agronomy, revised LLM program, Doctor of Philosophy in Law. These programs, some of these have been started in January and others will be started in September this year. Conferences. The university will host American Annual General Meeting and Conference of the Association of West African Universities from 15 to 17 September 2020. A preliminary meeting with the organization was held on 9th June 2019. To this end, a local organizing committee for the conference has been constituted and to ensure all activities and programs for the conference are executed successfully. Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, permit me to outline some of the activities that we embarked upon in the past 1 year. We have successfully accomplished the following. Installed 300 solar panels at the Peace Building at Canifing campus to boost our energy demand. Inaugurated both Vaskal Building and Confucius Institute. Increased the salaries of all staff by 50% in 2019. Substantially increased the salaries and allowances of the ancillary staff, sponsored staff to attend international conferences and to pursue higher studies. Hosted regional workshop on energy and gender in collaboration with Cisco. Hosted national workshop on intellectual property rights. Introduced new programs, revised BSc Computer Science and BSc Information System Engineering, BSc Telecommunication and Computer Networks, Doctor of Philosophy in Climate Change and Education, MSc PhD in Agronomy, revised LLM program, Doctor of Philosophy in Law. 21 students from school and agriculture, environmental science and engineering are benefiting from training in Israel and India. UTG hosted 30 exchange students from Ocean State University, Nigeria. Conclusion. Before concluding, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, allow me to thank our gallant academics and administrative staff for serving this university diligently. I thank every one of you for your consistent and focused hard work which you have discharged with great dedication and passion. I would like to thank most sincerely the members of the Governing Council and the chairman for providing the policy framework, strategy, direction, and stewardship. Despite many challenges, you have provided the right environment to us for adequately discharge the objects and functions of the university. We would also like to thank the government of the Cuba, the Federal Republic of Nigeria, People's Republic of China, Spain, Germany, and other donor agencies for their tremendous support toward the development of University of the Gambia. We also extend profound gratitude to University of St. Taj of Gaston-Berger University, Ibadan University, University of Lida, and VUV University and Gizo University for their continuous support and partnership. We also thank QCell, Qcity, GNPC, GPA, GRA, and MRC Holland for their support. Above all, I thank the government of the Republic of the Gambia through the Ministry of Higher Education, Research, Science and Technology for their continued strong support and guidance in the university and leadership. To our gallant graduates, I would like to advise you that in today's world, lifelong learning will mandatory to all of you. Learning does not end with graduation. If you want to continue being relevant and, competent in fields we have trained you on. You must attach special importance to continuous learning and application of knowledge. You must strive to the innovative in whatever we have trained you on. You must continue to seek for and apply new knowledge. And ambassadors of the University of the Gambia, be guided and exhibit the core values of the university: knowledge, truth, and development. Beside these values, I urge you, and by extension, the youth of this nation, to also aspire to be disciplined, honest, and modest in all your endeavors. I wish you the very best in the next phase of your lives and your journeys ahead. Once again, I thank the presence of His Excellency, the President and Chancellor, and other colleagues and participants who are attending this ceremony. I thank you all for finding time to come and celebrate in this spacious occasion. Thank you very much.
Mohammed
Thank you
Anjam
very
Chowdhury
much, Vice Chancellor.
with yet another wide-ranging speech. It really was comprehensive, and it's amazing. And I think, amongst other things, what I took from it was the sheer breadth of the courses that are being offered by the university. I think he mentioned close to 30, everything from Christian studies, humanities, nursing, dentistry, law, you name it. But one of the things I took away was actually something that didn't exist in my day, and that was actually assessment of the lecturers by the students. That was something that was new to me, and it's certainly a revelation to me, and I think it's a very, very good thing. And I wonder whether other universities are doing the same. Bintu, have you come across this before?
Yes, I have. We always have to evaluate our lecturers. Comme nu ko Mr. Adedo wax jàngee nañ ci lu bari. Professor Arjun of the Vice Chancellor bi at the University of the Gambia moom moo doon joxe ay
His Excellency the President is about to address the convocation. Of course, he is the Chancellor of the university, and he is about to take the podium to address this convocation. And for many people, this is exactly what they've been waiting for, this very moment. His Excellency the President Adama Barrow, Chancellor of the University of the Gambia, here at this 12th convocation of the university, here on the 8th of February 2020 at Qcity in Bijilo. Let's hear Chancellor of the university.
Secretary General and Head of the Civil Service, Honorable Ministers, Honorable Members of the National Assembly, Excellencies, Members of the Diplomatic and Consular Corps, Chairman and Members of the University Governing Council, the Vice Chancellor and Members of Senate, distinguished invited scholars, staff and students of the university, distinguished guests. I am delighted to welcome all the graduating students, their parents, friends, and well-wishers to this august occasion. For me, it is a great honor to preside over the 12th convocation ceremony of the University of the Gambia, especially noting the huge number of distinguished personalities and academics in attendance. Convocations are unique moments in the lives of students and often marks the point of separation between students and alma mater. With mixed feeling, sometimes they signals the end of an educational path and the beginning of another journey through life. by those who proceed to pursue a career after completing a course of training. This makes every convocation ceremony very significant. Today, we are here to recognize and celebrate the achievements and years of devotion to intensive studies by a band of refined young men and women. We are here also to highlight and appreciate the unrelenting support of parents, guardians, sponsors, and institutions that contributed to the success of the graduating students and the joy of this ceremony. I heartily congratulate you on this remarkable moment and applaud all those who have today earned a degree, diploma, or certificate from this citadel of learning, the University of the Gambia, UTG, which is our national beacon of hope and academic fulfillment. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, since its inception, the university has been training and graduating Gambians who have proceeded to contribute towards shaping the destiny of our country. Together, we have witnessed tremendous achievements and gains in reshaping and redirecting Gambian history and politics. The momentum calls for renewed determination and zeal to sustain peace, human rights, justice, and development across the entire nation. My government is aware of the opportunities and the strengths that must be harnessed to realize all our development goals and objectives, primarily are set out in the National Development Plan 2018-2021. Furthermore, we are conscious and therefore alert and responsive to our responsibilities of upholding and promoting the dignity of the citizenry and their equality and rights to the provision of our Constitution and other legal frameworks and systems. Such recognitions exceeds race, religion, creed, political affiliation, and other stands of diversity. This makes the focus of my address today, which is the role of higher education in sustaining peace and stability in the New Gambia, a relevant and an all-important theme. Distinguished personalities, ladies and gentlemen, it is accepted globally that universities are designated institutions to examine and find solutions to societal challenges, engineer growth, and shape policy, among other critical pursuits. This makes their role uniquely relevant in any national development endeavor. Universities are vital partners for progress, peace, and prosperity. They are renowned for their role and involvement in providing crucial support through expert knowledge and informed options and alternatives for governments. We honor them for the influence they have in developing human capital and bringing out the brightest and best in society. The UTG is no exception to this rule. Conscious of all this, the government is committed to supporting and strengthening the UTG in order to augment their contribution toward establishing a viable and flourishing nation built on a new model of democracy and good governance. Especially, we will continue to support and strengthen the UTG, as well as other institutions of learning in the areas of research, teaching, and community service. Our fervent wish is that the core activities of the university include due focus on research, data collection and exchange of information and data on all aspects of human endeavor. Particularly relevant for our democracy are human rights and rights issues. It is trendy to institute established standards of rigor in research to inform policy for development. In the Gambia, the need is quite urgent for policymakers to engage academics and benefit from their practice and knowledge to ensure that we embed their expertise into policy formulation processes and implementation for optimum performance and results. For this reason, academic freedom or the independence of the University of the Gambia will be safeguarded to enhance empirical research and unbiased learning and teaching processes. Which are central to the mandate of all institutions of higher learning. This approach is meant, in part, to avail the university the opportunity to entrench internal monitoring mechanism and to provide reliable feedback to government and its institutions for appropriate action. Institutional independence is aimed at discouraging external interference in curricular issues and processes. However, as a segment of society, and similarly a reflection of it, universities should complement government efforts by organizing regular conferences, workshops, and seminars at national and international levels. Their programs or courses have to be functional and responsive to societal needs. Furthermore, compliance with best practices and engagement of experts for academic and material benefits should be paramount. On the issues of human rights, good governance and transparency, my government will continue to allow other institutions on human rights, such as the Ombudsman, the National Human Rights Commission, the labor unions, the courts and litigation offices to perform their duties according to their mandates. Through them, more awareness of the people's rights and freedoms would endure. It is assumed that this will minimize ignorance and allow for unleashing the creative potential of the citizenry. The public will become more politically inclined and informed, which is in the best interest of the state. In the process, our general attitude, which has been a serious challenge to true governance, will have to be rebranded and reformed. In addition, academics in our educational institution, notably the university, must be objective, empirical, and rational in dispensing their responsibilities and handling issues, discourses, and matters of national interest. Academics must also toil for the emergence of true patriotic citizens in a new socio-political context, wherein the orientation will create new Gambians for sustained peace and development. The objective is to enable the new Gambia to be built on and around an ethical template to forge a society free from the circles of hunger, need, and greed. The vision is a nation that the university and all educational institutions should help to build. A nation free from extremism and prejudice, and a nation built on equity in a new Gambia whose institutions are robust, accountable, and able to stand the test of time. It is evident that Gambians have the energy and determination to promote and protect freedom, peace, and stability, and uphold the highest level of human rights. As a fundamental priority of my government, Gambians will increasingly enjoy the rights and freedom that enhance development across all spheres. I must remind you that although Government is expected to manage the affairs of the nation. Without peace and stability, there cannot be any sustainable development. Sustaining peace is both a goal and a process for building a common vision for a united community. It calls for taking into account the needs and rights of all segments of the population in activities aimed at preventing the outbreak and escalation of conflicts while ensuring national reconciliation. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, in the quest to nurture and sustain peace in the New Gambia, we have adopted measures to strengthen the rule of law, social cohesion, respect for human rights, good governance, dialogue and mediation, justice, sustainable development, and national reconciliation. As law-abiding citizens, it is obligated for all of us to reject divisive politics and put the interests of the country first. No citizen should allow our political or religious differences to corrupt our judgment and derail the march to prosperity and a better and peaceful Gambia. It is mandatory upon all peace-loving citizens to be civil and disciplined and to exhibit peaceful disposition both in their relationship with other citizens and the states. Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, as we rejoice today, let us be mindful of our collective responsibilities as citizens to make our country peaceful, developed, and prosperous. In my opinion, patriotism is part of the solution to our troubles. To be patriotic, citizens must have the spirit of nationalism and good citizenship, love their country, defend their country, sacrifice personal interests where necessary, and contribute to the greater good. These are the cardinal principles required in the conduct of a good and active citizen. Development is urgent and cannot be delayed or postponed. Therefore, we call on you as patriotic citizens to be catalysts of peace and development. To the new graduates, I say being patriotic simply translates into consistent discharge of one's responsibilities and obligation accordingly. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, until recently, the Gambia was a renowned bastion of peace, human rights, justice, and democracy on the African continent. We are hopeful and convinced that all patriotic Gambians, including the new graduates here, will work with government to reclaim and retain that lost mantle as peace-loving and just nation. We trust that together we will strengthen our much cherished interpersonal relations as well as our freedoms, peace and stability for the sake of our common progress and prosperity. I challenge you all to rise to the task and promote our newfound glory. Once again, I congratulate the university community, the graduating students, their parents, guardians, sponsors, and friends as they celebrate another successful convocation ceremony. In particular, I congratulate the Minister of Higher Education, Research, Science, and Technology on the achievements realized within the sector, in collaboration with the Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education, and all their partners, stakeholders, and practitioners. I wish you all every success in your noble endeavor. I thank you for your kind attention.
And there you have a speech by the Chancellor, His Excellency the President, and yet another wide-ranging speech. And behind us, the band is striking up the tune Congratulations, made famous by Cliff Richard. And I guess it's congratulations to all of the graduating class of 2019 and 2020. And there, His Excellency the President appealed to students, and he talked about the interest that his government has in education and the interest in those who are graduating.
I could not agree more that as law-abiding citizens, We should shun divisive politics and put the interests of the Gambia first. That we should not allow our political or religious differences to corrupt our judgments and derail our march to prosperity and for a better and peaceful Gambia. Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we have now come to the high point of today's big occasion. That is the conferment of degrees, bachelor's degrees and master's degrees. Honorable Chancellor, sir, the deans of the various schools will now present the students who have fulfilled the requirements prescribed by the University of the Gambia for the award of bachelor's degrees and who have been found to be worthy, both in character and learning, to be admitted to the degrees of the university. I now call upon the Dean of the School of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences to present graduates of the School of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences for the award of Bachelor of Science in Agriculture and Bachelor of Science in Environmental Sciences.
Today without using the word graduates, mainly because I don't know what it means. I think graduating class, someone as old as me is what I know. And so it's the School of Agriculture who are the first to have their degrees conferred upon them.
Of the School of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences, please stand as your names are called. School of Agriculture, please stand. Sarata Dabo, magna cum laude. Sonko Umar, cum laude. Bojang Amadou, cum laude. Jata John Henry, cum laude. Jo Mukhtar. Honors. Joe Fatubal Bale. Honors. Koli Al-Hussein, honors. Trawale Jenaba, honors. Mendy Isaac, honors. Dabo Abdul Karim, honors. Sonko Landing, Dumbuya Babukar, Saidi Lamin M, Saidi Usman, Sane Aisatu, Cole Umar, Mane Binta O, Kora Bakari, Jai Usainu, Jata Basiru, Dafe Buba, Sanyang Jariatu, Sala Ndei, Nyasi Amadou, Jaite Lamin, Sise Abdullahi, Dabo Mustafa, Jallo Aisatu, Ndur Abdu, Sow Modu Musa, Gassama Bakari, Kande Dembo, Dabo Lang KS, Sise Abdullahi, Davis Adesina DG Lesite, Job Modu, Kamara Abubakar, Senghor Abdullahi, Sane Keba, Sanyang Seiku, and Sanyang Ibrahima. Mr. Chancellor, sir, by the authority of the Senate and Council, I present to you these candidates from the School of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences who have been found worthy both in character and learning to be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science of the University of the Gambia.
usually the case. They start with the top rank. So they will start with the magna cum laude, and then cum laude, and then honors, etc., etc. And so they will rise up, and they will individually go,
by the authority vested
and
in me
they will
as
take
Chancellor,
their degrees. And now we can listen again.
I admit those of you who are present and those who are unavoidably absent, and for whom the Dean Provost stands proceed to the degree of Bachelor of Science of the University of the Gambia.
Thank you. We will now give 3 hearty cheers to the graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science, Agriculture, and Bachelor of Science in Environmental Sciences. Hip, hip, hip. Hip, hip, hip. Hip, hip, hip. Thank you. You may resume your seats.
Bundala Karola ye wolle la nyarandirota puruka aitandi fannala membe dendi bengola Karola.
Honorable Chancellor, sir, the Dean of the School of Arts and Sciences will now present the students who have fulfilled the requirements prescribed by the University of the Gambia for the award of bachelor's degrees, who have been found to be worthy, both in character and learning, to be admitted to the degrees of the university. I now call upon the Dean of the School of Arts and Sciences to present graduates of the School of Arts and Sciences for the award of the degree of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science of the University of the Gambia.
Adingolu wole mu kumandiri fannati mi yalon ko wole be molla Karola mendu la karambulo tata ning sifa la Karola e ka fo damento e ko arts and sciences say wolle minala ruke e tolu kumandi mendu yalon wolle makamo nyi kumfa ye sartolta ka timandi membe denning o fanna nyenna.
Division of Humanities and Social Sciences, BA Christian Religious Studies, Manley Christopher Tennis, magna cum laude. Sambu Bibian, honors. Mandy Peter D, honors. Nyoki David, honors. Mandy Anna Fatu, honors. Osheremi Lawrence A, Gomez Anna Mendy, Mendy Madeline L, Mendy Paul O, Iboye Emmanuel Monday, Bachelor of Arts Development Studies, Job Awa, summa cum laude, Keta Musa, summa cum laude, Jaite Aminata, magna cum laude, Keta Samba, magna cum laude, Jalo Khadijatu, magna cum laude, C. Binta, magna cum laude, Jata Momodu L.Y., magna cum laude, Kujabi Abubakar, cum laude, Juf Aminata, cum laude, Conte Seni, honors, Sabali Kumba, honors, Koli Fatudi, honors, Jao Lamin, honors, Sonko Ibrahima, honors, Sonko Sana, honors, Kasim Aja Sapture, honors, Dabo Abdullahi, honors, Njai Lamin, Fati Fatu, Suso Bintu, Gay Alaji, Kante Ibrahima M, Bojang Karamba, Seka Abubakar S.A. Ture Sidat, Jalo Mariama, Dabo Lamin, Jiba Kadi, Gay Jahu. Bachelor of Arts, English Language. Balde Demba, Honors. Sedikan Ibrahima, Honors. Sisao Modu Musa, Mane Mariam, Lo Alaji. Bachelor of Science, Political Science. Balde Ibrahima, summa cum laude. Gassama Fatumata, magna cum laude. Fofana Rohi, magna cum laude. Senghor Fatu, cum laude. Danfa Esa, cum laude. Sise Aminata, honors. Drame Fatumata, honors. Tal Ahmadu, honors. Odiko Sarah Rebecca Ngozi Abba, honors. Suso Silame, Jadama Abdullahi, Jalo Haruna B. Bachelor of Arts, Islamic Studies, Kamara Usman A.N. Division of Physical and Natural Sciences, Bachelor of Science, Mathematics. Gay Omar, Njai Ibrahima, Gay Omar, summa cum laude. Njai Ibrahima, summa cum laude. Drame Pasala, summa cum laude. Jaju Berna, cum laude. Sise Alaji, cum laude. Sanyang Lamin, cum laude. Jame Modu Lamin, cum laude. Baboy Emmanuel, cum laude. Mendy Sangbi, honors. Sawane Mohammed L, honors. Manjang Ahmadu, honors. Demba Salifu, honors. Ba Tijan, honors. Sanyang Modu Lamin, honors. Ba Haruna, honors. Baji Nuruddin, honors. Ba Cherno Al-Gassim, honors. Jaju Sherifo, honors. Sanyang Abraham K, honors. Ka Pa Mahmoud, honors. Fal Abdullahi, Korea Ibu, Jalo Hadi, Ture Jalia, Jata Usman, Mendy Dominic A, Gomez Siza, Marong Babukar L, Mendy Francis J, Damfa Kairaba, Nimbalan Usman, Seka Mahmoud, Demba Andrew, Dafe Mohammed L, Sane Bara, Mendy John E, Jawara Yusufa, Sow Musa, Sise Ibrahima, Sise Fafa K, Jalo Usman B, Cham Aliu, Jane Momodu, Jabang Momodu Lamin. Bachelor of Science, Chemistry. Gay Matar, cum laude. Marong Fatu, cum laude. Kande Aliu M, honors. Mane Sherif A.L. Koli Modu, C. Salimena. Bachelor of Science, Biology. Fal Fatu, summa cum laude. Cham Famara M, magna cum laude. Silva Lena, Silva Elena, magna cum laude. Balde Omar, magna cum laude. Koli Ibrahima SM, magna cum laude. Jame Adam, cum laude. Juve Daba, cum laude. Jawara Fatumata Kaba, honors. Drame Senabu, honors. Baji Adama, honors. Sabali Khadijatu F, honors. Top Nafi, honors. Jalo Mamadou A, honors. Toure Mariama, honors. Sise Babukar, honors. Jawara Aminata Sidi, honors. Fal Sadbu, honors. Mendy Peter O, Kamara Jere, Drame Useinatu, and Usman Sago, Jai Alaji, Jata Maimuna, Ture Alaji B, Jasi Sherifo, Bayo Fode, Ndau Ami, Okorafo Joshua Onyeyeshi, Fai Aida. Bachelor of Science, Physics. Sane Usman E, honors. Sise Famara, honors. Sane Omar. Sise Lamin F. Jagana Usman. Fatih Mohammed L. Sise Abdullahi. Job Lamin B. Njai Bekai. Conte Fode. Sise Lamin S. Jalo Ndei. Samu and Sumana.
to be admitted to the degrees of the I now call Dean of the School of Business and Public Administration to present ones of the School of Business and Public Administration for the award of Bachelor of Science of the University of the Gambia. Will the graduates in the School of Business and Public Administration please stand as their names are being called. Bachelor of Science in Accountancy, Kuli Mustafa, Sankare Ismaila, Si Nyima, Njai Chilel, Kanaji Balamin, Louis Suleiman, Jalo Lamarana, So Jim, Sise Balamin, Magna Cum Laude, Keta Adama, Magna Cum Laude, Sankar Ismaila, Magna Cum Laude, Si Nyima, Magna Cum Laude, Njai Chel, Magna Cum Laude, Jalo Lamarana, Magna Cum Laude, So Jim, Magna Cum Laude, Sise Balamin, Magna Cum Laude, Keta Adama, Magna Cum Laude, Seka Ismaila, Cum Laude, Jadama Fatumata, Cum Laude, Cham Jim, Cum Laude, Ture Male, Cum Laude, Ba Chernaban, Mariama, Honors, Balde Mama Sedu, Juf Senabu, Honors, Jawa, Honors, Jame Khadijatu, Honors, Jalo Alpha, Honors, Hawa S, Honors,
from great institutions like Oxford, Harvard, Yale, Cambridge, just to mention a few. We must, therefore, be guided at all times by the principle of service to society and humanity. To the continuing students, I would like to share with you the wisdom I gained from Ralph Marston, a former US quarterback. He said, "Excellence is not a skill, it is an attitude." The American politician and retired four-star General Colin Powell succinctly puts it that excellence is not an exception, it is a prevailing attitude. This means no man ever reaches excellence in any one art or profession without having passed through the slow and painful process of study and preparation. If it is possible for me, brothers and sisters in the academic struggle, then it could most definitely be for you too. To all I say, believe the lifelong appreciation of your graduates. However, inasmuch as we appreciate your efforts in delivering to our expectations, we hope that you make considerations for concerns such as promoting research and publications, controlling class sizes, and revising tuition fees downwards to enable the average Gambian to have access to university education. Honorable Chancellor, sir, as the university graduates over 1,000 students in different areas today, I can safely say here in hope for this country that there is high hope. On behalf of the graduates, I would like to assure you of our full-time commitment to the cause of national development as envisaged in the National Development Plan and the laws of our motherland, the Gambia. On a personal note, I would be found remiss if I do not thank the following: my Commander-in-Chief, Mr. Adam Barrow, for his visionary leadership and concern to reform the security sector of our beloved land. The Chief of Defense Staff, Lieutenant General Masane N. Kinte, for granting me the opportunity to study. Ms. Nyimasata Kamara, for effectively encouraging and motivating me. Mr. Sambaba, for guiding me through the program, and the department's graduate assistants, who have been so much supportive throughout the 4 years of my study. To these ladies and gentlemen, I am highly indebted, and I pray that Almighty Allah would bless them abundantly. To all our lecturers, your academic guidance and support have indeed been helpful, and we are grateful to you all. To my able dean, Professor Gomez, we thank you for the good advice, support, and encouragement. I remember the saying, we cannot direct the winds, but we can adjust the sails. Fellow graduates, this proves that we will be in the future, or what we will be in the future will depend on what we do with our lives today. Nothing is everlasting. Anything you want depends on one single thing, that is you. We may depend on many other people like our parents and lecturers, but in the end, the one who would adjust the sails would be us. Do not let the solutions come to you. Go out there, find them. Lastly, I know that everyone feels extremely happy and that our parents are proud that we are able to secure a degree after all these years. Now, I like to challenge you to push yourselves harder and always aim higher, because in doing so, you will be successful. Your goal should be to protect the interests of our beloved nation, the Gambia. Yes, you may encounter people working to divide us, who embrace the politics of anything goes, but we should say to them, there is no divided Gambia. We are Gambians and one people. Honorable Chancellor, sir, often on graduation days, we look outside for heroes, but I see them right here among us. I have seen in my years at the university that we don't have to look far for inspiration, and that we each have the potential to make an inspiring contribution to others by being true to our values and committing ourselves to towering goals. Finally, I would like to take this opportunity to take a moment to remember our fallen colleagues and lecturers who are not with us here today. We all miss our dad, Dr. Ibrahim Lowe. He was a wonderful father, a grandfather, a great friend, a beacon of hope, an inspiration for all, and a role model and an exemplary gentleman. May Allah grant him Jannah. In addition, I would like, on behalf of my fellow graduates, to thank all friends and family for being here for me through thick and thin. You all have contributed to this success, and it is a success for us all. As I conclude, I leave you with this quote attributed to the British television host and writer David Frost. Don't aim for success if you want it. Just do what you love and believe in, and it will come naturally. Sometimes it pays not to worry so much about where you are ranked, but rather think about the joy you get from what you do. Thank you all, good luck, and congratulations.
Balde, managing to quote
much,
an American quarterback, Colin
Ibrahim
Powell.
Balde. Let's put our hands together once more for the valedictorian.
And,
Honorable Chancellor, sir,
again, like many speeches
now
we've heard today, has given
the
us some food for
presentation
thought.
of awards
And
for
now the
excellence.
awards for academic
Now, they say the
excellence.
price of success is
Let's
hard
hear
work,
who these awards are going to go
dedication
to.
the job at hand,
Bintu.
and the determination
Ibrahima Balde num ko waxee rek du mun a jeexal waxam te gërëmut waajuram yi gërëmut ñoo xam ne ñoo ko doon jàngal university bi métti na métti wut waaye tamit ñii soo leen amutee rek dafay métti torop waajur yi sacrifice nañ lecturers yi tamit ñëw nañ pour jàngal leen ñoom nag li ñuy yaakaar rek mooy ñu génn ci biti ngeen génn ci biti lan yokka ci askan bi yokka ci ñuni neen xalaat bu ñuy xalaat yokku xalaat bu ñuy yokka wante rek loolu dara la ci university bi Lamin Dabo.
December 2018 cohorts. Omar Gueye, mathematics, gold medal, overall best graduating student. Omar Gueye. Silver medal to the second best graduating student, Awa Joe, development studies. Bronze medal to the third best graduating student, Ibrahim Njai, mathematics. May 2019 cohorts. Gold medal to the overall best graduating student, Ibrahim Balde, political science. Silver medal to the second best graduating student, Usman Dabo, nursing. Bronze medal to the third best graduating student, Abdullah K. Job, economics. Gold medal to the overall best graduating student in medicine, Ibrahima K. Mane, medicine and surgery. Silver medal to the second best graduating student in medicine, Landing B.M. Jaju, medicine and surgery. Bronze medal to the third best graduating student in medicine, Momodou Diallo, medicine and surgery. Leadership award, Alpha MK Low, gold medal. Fatou Jeng, gold medal.
University bi bu soobee yàlla billahi di nga enjoy te di nga liggéey si nguuri président Barrow nguuri président Barrow du nguur guy xiif du nguur guy mar du nguur guy rafle yal na nga fi yàgga te wér yal na la fi yàlla bay yàlla musal la si mbañ mu nuroo soppe yow yaay bañ bañ buga suñ tàppa-tàppayee xol gi Gambia benn boppa la kenn mënu ko fee xar ñaar gàcce nga la ma président Barrow
Lamin is commenting. As getting the medals. And in case you've just tuned in, these are people who are getting awarded the medals of excellence. So these are the ones who have scored the highest in their particular field of study. and they have been taken aside and actually set above the others because they've obviously achieved excellent results, and they are being awarded with those excellent results, not just by the conferring of degrees upon them, but by actually getting a medal that they can keep and that they can show for generations to come to friends, family and others. And certainly for those who get it, they must have worked very, very hard to get it. Bintu.
Yes, Mr. Boyd. Before we speak to our
Thank you.
Wolof viewers, the leadership award that was conferred to Fatou Jeng. She is the first female president of the University of the Gambia Student Union, and she did exemplary well, achieving. So she deserved the award, really. We're really happy for her for receiving an award for a leadership award in silver medal. And
we
Alpha
congratulate
MK
her for
Low
that.
as well was doing extremely well. He also served as the president of the student union. And these people were changing lives and all as well motivating these young people in the school. So we're really congratulating them, and we're happy for the awards received.
And now in Wolof, please.
Yes, comme bokkee ni ñu ko doon waxee rek awards yoo xam ne ñu ngi ko doon joxe mooy ñoo xam ne first gold medal yi, silver medal yi ak yi ñoo dégga ñii ñoo daanaka ñoo gën a éeg si lépp loo xam ne ñu ngi ko doon def ñii nag ñu ngi joxe award boo xam ne mooy leadership award te ku ko jël si jigéen yi muy Fatou Jeng kii mooy first female president te University of the Gambia Student Union bi Alpha MK Low ma xam ne moom moo jël gold medal bi moom amul ñoom ñaar daal daanaka liggéey nañ liggéey boo xam ne it was very important in the school and they changed lives. ñu ngi congratulate guys si seen award bi ñu continuer nag di gën a yokk ay ndaw pour ñu toppa seen tànka mun a change life yi ndaw yi. Ñu jox Jeynaba Sonko moom mi nga xam ne moom moo nekk di interview nit ñi pour mu gën cee yokka.
And whilst Jeneba is lining up her next interviewee, may I come back to you, Mr. Lamindabo, for a very quick one.
Baraka Bage, Mr. Ade Drame, Badi Mulumbe Tembo Mento, Sumayani Kando Jakasta Mola Karola, Abesunta Nimenna Drong, Walemu Alahalo Membe Tamandi Kanjang, Nyarandi Rola Fanala, Nimolu Konyaton Kaya Makamo, Kewolda Manyanda Kata, Afela Sansang, Ye Medayo Chikame Musan Medayo Kadi, University La Fanala Musu Follow, Mi Alonko Atele Press de Makamo Nyinta, Tarikola Karola. And welcome and the Walemu, Mobile Dentanyina, Itamuru, Itasubu, Mr. Drame.
And whilst we hear the song for those graduates, I will now hand you over to my colleague Jeneba Sonko. Jeneba, over to you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ade. So we are back with the interviews with our beautiful graduates here. What is your name?
My name is Juliet Oxperis.
What is your area?
Economics.
Why economics?
Well, basically, ever since I've been a kid, have always loved economy. And on top of that, like the world we're in right now, especially Africa, we need our economic to be structured. So I going into that field, not only majoring in economics, but also minoring in HR as well. I think I can bring both my knowledge in HR and economics to develop not only my country, but the continent as well.
Okay, thank you so much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. I can see that we have a lot of females graduating, and that is extremely encouraging. What is your name?
I am Husainatu Drame.
Husainatu, what is your area?
I studied biology. Yeah.
Talk to us about the journey.
It's been a really difficult journey, of course, because 4 years, it's not easy, but we managed to pull through, and here we are. So yeah, I'm so glad my family pulled up. Everybody's here because it's amazing. So I'm very happy to be here. Thank you very much, QTV.
Yeah, thanks a lot, and congratulations.
Thank you, Miss.
All right, going forward. What is your name?
My name is Ansumana Sambo.
So, Ansumana, talk to us about university life for you.
University life, it wasn't easy, I'll be honest, because you need to struggle a lot since at the beginning, because I think of the day I started our SD, this thing, the day we started up to today, many people say this university is not recommended, you understand. So for me, even me, I think of that. But this is not true, because we have our students here who graduated here, go outside, do well there, and then come back here. If you look at our lecturers, most of them are product of this university, and they come back and they are ready to serve us, and they are serving us. University of Gambia is very nice. It's a nice institution. If you go there, you realize that it's a good institution.
This is something that I also say all the time. The University of the Gambia is credible, because if that wasn't the case, then we wouldn't be able to proceed to other universities outside the Gambia. So I think the point you just made is a very important point. Thank you so much, and congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot. We really appreciate it. What is your name, gentleman?
My name is Daniel Christian Mendy.
Daniel, talk to us about university education. How was the journey for you?
To be quite honest, it's a very, very, very hectic journey. It's a journey that you go at the end of the day. If you're a raw product, you will end up being a refined product. Indeed, it's a challenging journey. Looking at the context of an average Gambian, you realize that at the end of the day, for you to be able to achieve all that you want to achieve, there needs to be an extra effort that you will put in. At the end of the day, you realize that there is a lot of sacrifices that you need to put in place. We all know, as a Gambian, it's not easy in terms of finance, looking at the constraints that you'll face at the end of the day. Secondly, you realize that the university is not structured within one campus. So the up and down, the expenditure that is involved, you got to look at the areas whereby you need to photocopy some lectures. You look at the fact that there are some courses that are coming up and you need to have some something like devices and so stuff. In my school, it's not easy. The School of Medicine and Allied Health Sciences, it's not easy.
Yeah, but congratulations. We think you guys have done well. So congratulations for going to the University of the Gambia, and I'm sure that you're looking forward to proceeding. So what next, quickly?
What next will be my studies in the area of public health. Okay. I intend to venture into that area, and it will do me a lot of good.
All right.
Yeah. Thank you so much. It's definitely my pleasure.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Yes.
And there you had my colleague, Jennifer Sonko, who was interviewing some of the graduates. And while she was doing that, we heard the Convocation choir who were entertaining us. And now we're about to hear from the Chancellor, who is actually going to close it formally. So let's hear His Excellency the President formally close the convocation for this 12th convocation. Let's hear him.
I now declare the convocation for the award of degrees, diplomas and certificates closed.
National anthem, please. Thank you. We crave your indulgence to remain upstanding as the Chancellor's procession leaves the convocation ground in reverse order.
From the MC there, it is tradition that when the Chancellor departs the convocation, all remain standing until he and his party have left. And here the police band are about to strike up again. But as he leaves the convocation, the President, who today has been performing the role of Chancellor, as he leaves, we are all asked to remain standing until they have left the grounds where this convocation has taken place. We're here at Qcity in Bigelow. Let's watch His Excellency the President depart And as he leaves, we can see some senior members of the Chancellery are with him. And I hope you can hear us above the band, because the Chancellor, His Excellency the President, is now departing. And then we can see him there, accompanied by everyone else dressed in the flowing robes of the Chancellorship, and of course the flowing robes of the senior members of the University of the Gambia. And there in the background you can hear, and you can also see where we are. We're at Qcity here in Bigelow. Let's just watch as His Excellency the President departs. And as they depart, that brings to a close both the formal and, one can say, informal parts of this.
Grateful to you all for coming, and thank you, and have a safe journey back home. Thank you all very much.
And as the MC wishes everybody a safe journey home, let us reflect on what we have seen and heard today. We have been here at the 12th Convocation of the University of the Gambia. Myself and my colleagues have tried to bring you, and we hope we have, every nuance and everything that has happened here today. For me, it's been a great day and one that I will never forget, for many reasons, but I think chief among them has been the sheer number of fields of study that have been rewarded here today. You know, we talked about humanity, religious studies, medicine, you name it. All of those we have heard degrees conferred upon them, I beg your pardon. As a journalist, I was rather surprised that there are only 4 in the field of journalism, but there you go. I think the country needs more doctors, engineers, and scientists than it needs journalists. But Bintu, if I could go over to you.
jërëjëf Mr Ade comme ni nga koy waxee rek fanaa buñ fi génnee tey war nañoo def suñ xel bi ne education loo xam ne dafa important la waruñ koo caaxaanee waruñ koo foyee képp koo xam ne yaa ngi bëgg a dugal sa doom si education bul mu sa hesitate nit soo demee nga dugal ko si education dëgg la ku nekk xam na ne métti na torop pour jàngal sa doom métti na waaye sacrifice boo ko sacrifice rek ëllëg si biir daf lay njëriñ di mbég di kontaan si lan teewaay bii nii 9 schools lañ am si University of the Gambia te si 9 schools si yëpp li ñoo gis rek mooy School of Journalism bi comme nu mu ko Mr Ade wax mu ne 4 la te 4 yi nii for naa ne 4 lañ waaye seen xam-xam bu ñoo yóbbu si société bi rek xam-xam yu am njëriñ la di jox Lamin Dabo moom tamit Mr Ade si kaadoom si loo xam ne war na koo wax si convocation bi bala ñoo tàggatoo ak askan boo xam ne ñu ngi ñoo seetaan.
And I think we're going to go over to my colleague Jennifer Sonko, who has somebody lined up, one of the proud recent graduates who's just had a degree conferred upon them. Jennifer, over to you.
We're back to the interviews, and I have an amazing young person here. What is your name?
My name is Jesse J. Costa.
Jesse, what is your area?
Economics.
Why economics?
It is something that has to do with managing the resources. As it is said that resources are always scarce and you need somebody to efficiently allocate resources. So I'm in the business of learning how to efficiently allocate resources so that utility can be maximized. People who need the resources more are also given, and there should be diversification of certain skills and moving an economy forward. Yes.
So if a young person out there is watching and yet to enter the University of the Gambia, what message do you have quickly for that young person?
I will tell you, education is the fastest way of getting out of poverty. And if you're a young person and you want to get out of poverty, if you just want to do something meaningful with your life, please come to the university. And I wouldn't tell you to choose any program, but you must find a passion that you are passionate about. At the end of the day, you're going to pursue a career in that passion, and at the end of the day, you are going to be fulfilled. For me, I'm fulfilled studying economics, and I'm glad to actually graduate with distinction, magna cum laude. So a lot of people can actually have this even they come to the university too.
That is magna cum laude there. Congratulations. Thank you so much. We are so proud of you. Thank you. And we have a young lady here as well. What is your name?
Sarata Davo. Yeah.
What is your area, Sarata?
I did environmental science.
Environmental science.
Yeah.
Why environmental science? Because I know this is an area that a lot of young people, especially females, do not actually venture into. What motivated you?
Yeah. What motivated me is like, by looking at our environment, there are so many air pollution, so many waste problems, so many environmental problems that need to be addressed in our country. So being a female, it's like I find it very interesting to learn it, and I came out with magna cum laude.
Oh, magna cum laude. Congratulations. We are so proud of you. So just give us a few words that you would recommend for a young person out there watching who would want to come to the University of the Gambia.
I think everybody should endeavor to come to the University of the Gambia. As you are seeing so many students who are graduating with happiness, and yet still they are going to workplaces to develop our nation. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate that. Do we have another person? Okay, Mr. Ade, I think that is it for now. Back to you, Mr. Ade, while we have another batch.
Thank you, Jennifer, for that. And I think you actually have a few people who want to speak to you. Yeah? Okay, now we're back, and His Excellency the President has actually departed, and so behind me you can probably hear the music quite loud, but this has been a wonderful day. It's been a great day, and I keep saying this, not just a great day for those who awarded their degrees today, but for all of us who are here. This is a day that we will remember for a very long time, and I think it needs to be, the point needs to be made. This has been one of the most diverse and wide-ranging sets of degrees that have been conferred in the history of the University of the Gambia. Once again, thank you for watching. Thank you for being with QTV as we came here live from Bijilo, from Qcity. Thank you for watching the 12th Convocation of the University of the Gambia. It's been a wonderful day. And if I can just ask my colleagues to say goodbye, starting with you, Mr. Lamin Dabo.
Mr. Ale Drame, badingolu wala keta bengo nyina kumfaroti mi alon ko wala be dending Gambia Banko ila fode karango dinkra memu University of the Gambia ila nyarandiro mi yalon ko wala makamo la bango watoti atannim fula njango anu Qcity fanna mi yalon ko wala be bijilo QTV anin Q radio la toya mumeo be mbe molu be kontonna ke tentu ke jayi kabo koyna fakkata fo katon menu ben fe kabirin somandala ala baraka bake alla jubero nin alla la moyer kunyi mala alman niesi la sankoten tama kayra kono anin simani jate kendia abaraka bake.
Jennifer Sonko, over to you.
We have another gentleman here with us. What is your name?
Mr. Lamin Fati.
Mr. Fati, what did you study?
I have studied planning and designing at the School of Engineering and Architecture.
Why planning and designing?
Yeah, I believe we need to be a nation builder, so I also need to contribute my part. As far as I'm a patriotic citizen of this country, then I have to set an example that the young people are going to follow me.
Now, if a young person is watching out there and want to come to the University of the Gambia, give that person tips in terms of preparations.
Yeah, exactly. The requirement for the UTG is you to have 5 credits, including maths and English. So that's a requirement. You know, I can't say, but we have a standard requirement at the UTG. Then each and every student has to reach that requirement before you are enrolled into the university.
So generally, how was your university journey for you?
It was tough, intensive, because at the beginning, I'm not used to the university. So I feel somehow panic, you know, so it's like due to some endeavor, then I decided to reach my college. Yeah, but that is not magic, it's only, you know, good hard work and commitment. Yeah, but it also it needs finance. because it can't go without finance. Exactly, it can't go without finance.
And I can see that a lot of students are stressing it, but as time goes on, I know we'll be able to also connect with other NGOs that will be able to fund students. I can see that happening with the MRC Holland and other organizations. So let's just be hopeful.
Yeah, for me, thanks to my my department, because I work at the Gambia Civil Aviation Authority. So they were the ones who financed me within the 4 years program at the UTG. So I thank from the Director General to the last staff. Yeah, my thanks to everybody. Yeah, I'm also encouraging other organizations, yeah, to be sponsoring young guys at the university. Yeah, hence finance is a key. It's a key.
Thanks a lot and congratulations.
Thank you, Sonko. Thank you. It's a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you so much. That was the interviews for the graduates here, talking about their experiences at the University of the Gambia and more. I was your host, Jenna Basonko, and back to Mr. Ade.
Jennifer, thank you for that. Now, I hope the viewers at home can hear us because the music is so loud behind me, I can hardly hear myself think, let alone speak. It is really loud, but it's been a wonderful day, and certainly one which has left me with very, very many memories to cherish, and also a lot of food for thought. We heard some wonderful speeches from several of the speakers today, and I have to say there was not a single boring speech among the lot. Every one of them had something positive, something very good to say, and something that we could take with us for the rest of our lives, I would say. A wonderful day, and the sun has been glorious, and I've had my wonderful colleagues here with me. Bintu, over to you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ede. Jërëjëf mbokk yi si ànd bu rafet boo leen ànd ak ñun si QTV fii ñu ngi fii Qcity live pour indil leen 12 convocation yi University of the Gambia bi lépp loo xam ne rek wax nañ ko fi yóbbu la pour nit ñi toog xalaat ko speech yuñ fi joxe tamit lu am njëriñ la war nañoo toog tamit jànga si speech yuñ wax noonu ànd nga naa QTV continuer leen di ànd ak QTV ñu kuma yàgga di leen indil leen live broadcast yoo xam ne ñu am solo lañ bye bye from Bintu Koka dox dig daje you know bañ àndaat beneen yoon si beneen programme bye bye.
And Mr. Lamin Dabo, some few words from you as we get ready to close this wonderful, wonderful day.
Baraka bake Mr. Ade Drame badingolu bi dung betembo mento mbalo kandida bake amanke ko tilola kandini bare fondinke wolu men yalon ko e makama talike jang o dalilo kamala drong e ngangato soto ani nganiyo bari ndebe men karana drong wala be kala ni nata diamu yolo jiti no subject o soto University of the Gambia madam bitaje pour ko fanna karang mbal tentula kalja e drong anal badi malem Lamin Alaj Fandin Dabo.
Once again, thank you for watching QTV. It's been a glorious day here, and it's been one that actually says a lot for the future of the Gambia, because what you have here has been the university has the motto truth, development, and that is really knowledge. Those are the things that these people left their homes to seek. They've attained some of that, they've achieved some of that. And what we want them to do now is to pass that on for the benefit of the nation. It's been a what? Okay, this is a wonderful, wonderful day. And these people are ready to do their bit to make this nation a great nation. So thank you for watching QTV. We're here live at Qcity in Bigelow. A wonderful day, a glorious day. And we hope you have enjoyed this presentation, bringing you the 12th convocation of the University of the Gambia. Once again, thank you for watching, and we will get in some more views from around the Qcity rather, here at Bigelow, and we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast. Stay with QTV and keep watching. And just a final word of goodbye from you.